This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
This broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is being made possible by Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected. Our Community Credit Union. Community is in our name and in the work we do every day. And Mason General Hospital and Family of Clinics. United Community, empowered people, exceptional health. Good evening and welcome to Stadium Bowl on the campus of Stadium High School in Tacoma, Washington. Tonight, Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, wraps up the 2019 high school football season with the Stadium Tigers hosting the Shelton Highclimbers in a Week 10 crossover game. I'm Diedrich Allen, and you are watching the Our Community Credit Union kickoff show. Both teams come into tonight's game with 1-8 records. Shelton ended an 8-game losing skid last week, beating North Thurston 24-20. Stadium has lost 7 games in a row, including last Friday's 44-8 loss at Spanaway Lake. The Tigers' win this season came in Week 2, 17-12 over Kent Meridian. The last time these teams met was November 8, 2013, and the Highclimbers won 22-20. Shelton has a 2-game win streak over Stadium, also winning in 2011 by a score of 47-31. The Tigers took the previous 3 games over the Climbers, 28-27 in 2010, 55-0 in 2009, and 20-6 in 2008. This is Week 10 of the 2019 high school football season, and each team wants to go out with a win. Expect a war to wrap up the season tonight on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, as the Stadium Tigers host the Shelton Highclimbers. We'll have more of the Our Community Credit Union kickoff show in a moment, including checking in with the other members of our broadcast team and a chat with Shelton coach Mike Speaks. It's all next on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Since 1941, our Community Credit Union has been focused on our members and helping you achieve your financial goals. At OCCU, we offer personal, mortgage, home equity, and business loans to meet your needs. Our top priority remains the same: providing personal, professional caring service to our members.
Helping people is very gratifying. To be able to say I work at a place that does that every single day, I'm very proud to be a part of that.
Become a member and become part of a growing, diversified family.
When you call OCCU, you get a live person, not a recording. Call representatives like me are truly here for you.
Dedicated to our community, last year OCCU employees volunteered over 1,700 hours to 43 service groups, schools, and community events. For over 20 years, we've been awarded the highest rating from Bauer Financial, the nation's leading bank, rating, and research firm. Come see the difference and give OCCU an opportunity to earn your trust.
Sick with a cold or flu? Too busy to see a healthcare provider for a minor ailment? Now you can see a healthcare provider by phone or internet from your home or office 24/7. Mason General Hospital and Family of Clinics offers a 24/7 service from a qualified medical provider called My Mason Virtual Care. Private and secure, Virtual Care gives you at least 20 minutes of phone or internet visit for only $35, with options for Skype, FaceTime, or video chat. For more information and a complete list of illnesses cared for, go online to mymasonvirtualcare.com.
Mason General Hospital and Family of Clinics. Equal opportunity provider. Translation services provided.
Welcome back to the Our Community Credit Union Kickoff Show here on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. It is now time to talk with the coach. Yesterday, I had a phone conversation with Shelton headman Mike Speaks.
Let's talk about your game Friday, and a good game for you with the win against North Thurston.
Yeah, it was good. The kids, they've been battling hard all year and working hard, and trying to get better every week is been our goal of ours and a main focus of ours. So it was great to come out on top. We had some opportunities, I think, there in the red zone that we should have capitalized on, but with a few of those penalties that we had, kind of slowed some of our momentum down.
Yeah, that game had to be one of the most penalized games this season for you.
Yeah, right, correct. We've been pretty decent, throughout the year. I think, the first week we had, 9 or 10 penalties, and we weren't very happy with that. So, it's been a point of emphasis for us all season is to, be disciplined and take that pretty serious, on both sides of the ball, and, kind of got away from us a little bit on Friday night. So, we're learning, the kids are learning every day. So it's a learning experience for them, and it shows, the discipline pays off, when you're focused, and that game was pretty tight, and some of those penalties could have really cost us.
Let's talk about Gavin Gould and his running. We had him down for 168 yards.
Yeah, I think after we did all the stats, I can't remember off the top of my head right now. I wish I had the sheet in front of me. I think we had him for like 134, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah. No, he regardless, he carried the football well for us. He ran hard, and we had some lanes for him, which was nice. And you can kind of see when he, when we can open up some holes or some lanes, he's he's a good running back. He's got some explosiveness to him, and he runs hard and he's tough. So, and I will say this, he's been nicked up a little bit throughout the year, right, too. So he's, this is probably the healthiest he's been since week 1 or 2.
I've kind of noticed his absence a lot leading into Friday's game. Your passing game worked pretty well against North Thurston.
Yeah. Again, when you can block up front and give, Danny's a pretty good quarterback. We've been saying that all season, but we have to give him a little bit of time, like any quarterback, and he was able to stand back there with a little confidence and have some success throwing the football downfield. So yeah, that was great to see.
And you gave Hunter Borgalt a couple of shots at the field goals. You got the one.
Yeah. And Hunter's a good kicker. It's just, not sure. The snap was good. One time I think the laces, screwed him up a little bit. We didn't get the laces spun around in time, and he, one of the kicks, I can't remember which one it was, but one of the kicks we didn't get the laces just turned out of the way, and we kicked the laces, and the ball's a little flat, but most of them were right there. He was just a little short with them. So,
right.
He's a good kicker. We got a ton of confidence in him. Last year he was, he kicked the ball well for us, and, so, his spirits are great, and his knee's a little bit bumped up too. So, that's not an excuse, but, that's the truth to the matter is, he's been playing on a pretty gimpy knee the last few weeks. And he's a tough kid, and respect the heck out of him for gritting it out right now. So that there's some of that too going on.
So your defense, your pass defense was out of sight because they didn't complete one pass. Your run defense was bend but don't break kind of a night. Is that a good assessment?
Yeah. That's fair. I thought in the first half we did a really good job defensively. I think in the second half a couple things happened with us. I think we got a little bit tired, toward the end of the game there in the fourth quarter, and then obviously the penalties. We kept some drives alive, and trying to talk to the kids about, the emotions of the game and the highs and the lows. And, there's going to be a lot of football plays, and, we'd like to win more than we lose on the football plays. And that's what we keep preaching, so there's some of that going on also, where the kids are, you can see them, we'll do a really good job of playing some defense, and then we get a penalty and we kind of maybe lose focus or lose our discipline, and so we're cleaning that up. We've been working on that weekly, and that's something that we recognize.
So this week, you're wrapping up the season at Stadium.
Mm-hmm.
What do you know about the Tigers?
Well, Stadium, they're fairly athletic. They have a quarterback that they like to throw. They like to, 3x1, 2x2 sets. That's primarily what they go with. They have a little bit of inside zone, outside zone running. So their running back's pretty quick. Defensively, nothing. Basically nothing we haven't seen all season. So the quarterback looks like he can throw the football pretty good, and he moves around decent, in the pocket. Doesn't look like he's a huge threat to run the ball down the field, but he does move around in the pocket real well, and he's pretty accurate with this throw. So it's going to be a good matchup for us. We're excited.
You like that stadium?
Yeah. Right. It's really cool. Matter of fact, on Monday when we were going through our meetings with the guys, I had pulled up an image of the stadium, and most of the kids have never been there before.
Oh, really?
So I got to pull up the stadium and have them check out the water and in the background and the setting. And they're very excited about the opportunity to go and play our last game of the season there.
So how are they feeling on this last game after this season? How's your team feeling?
Positive.
Positive.
Great bunch of kids. They've been working hard. We've been pushing them. So yeah, they basically, like you and I've been talking weekly. I couldn't be more proud of them because they are tough kids, and they're positive kids. So because it's been a kind of up and down season, pretty rough at times. So they've hung in there. They're bought in. They work hard. So yeah, we're excited and proud of them.
And is everybody available for the game?
Yeah, everybody is available for the football game. So we're in good shape, health-wise. So yeah, we should be good to go. I mean, Hunter's the only one that's playing with some, everybody's playing with a little bit of pain or nicked up, but Hunter's knee's been bugging him a little bit. So we'll have to see how many reps he gets on offense and defense. So, but he's been practicing and running around up there, so he'll be ready to go. It's just a matter of how he's feeling on Thursday.
That's Shelton head football coach Mike Speaks in our last conversation of 2019. His Highclimbers are taking on Stadium tonight at Stadium Bowl. Kickoff is at 7 o'clock. And we'll have more of the Our Community Credit Union Kickoff Show in a moment here on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Life's just more fun with fast, reliable Wi-Fi. You can stream, share, game, try something new. But weak Wi-Fi spoils the fun. That's why you need managed Wi-Fi from Hood Canal Communications. The right equipment, professionally installed in all the right places, keeps your Wi-Fi powered party streaming strong. Call or visit Hood Canal online to upgrade your Wi-Fi today.
Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is the only source for live high school sports broadcasts in Mason County. Join us every week this school year for another exciting game. If you want to be part of future broadcasts, contact Mason Web TV right now and become a community broadcast partner. Join the likes of Hood Canal Communications, our community credit union, and Mason General Hospital and Family of Clinics in supporting student athletes. A simple phone call, text, or email can put you in the next broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Everyone has dreams, but not everyone knows the steps they need to take to get there. At the Community Financial Center, we help members of our community credit union to work toward their dreams. Located inside the Shelton Mountain View branch, the Community Financial Center works with families to help them pursue their short and long-term goals, specializing in comprehensive financial planning, investment advisory services, insurance, and retirement planning. At the Community Financial Center, we work one-on-one with our community credit union members to help them identify their needs and their objectives. Together, we'll develop a set of strategies that seek your success. Isn't it time to set a path to your goals? Set up a free, no-obligation consultation at our Community Credit Union's Community Financial Center. It's your success. We just guide you towards it.
Yeah, and welcome back to Stadium Bowl. Diedrich Allen and Jerry Apple tonight. No, Eric Raywald had another commitment tonight, but I know he said he was going to be watching. And hi, Eric. Enjoy the game. Jerry, I'm glad that you're here.
Thank you.
Excited for this game. I'm very excited for this game. We've always had some pretty entertaining games here in the last, we've only been doing it for that long, but looking at those scores from the past, tight games. At least the last one, I think, was, I have to look at my notes now, I don't remember.
Was it Wilson?
Wilson, I don't remember the outcome of that one, but that one came down to the wire. With Stadium, was it 2013? It was a 22-20 game.
Yeah,
So
I know they've been close.
Yeah, it's always fun. Both teams pretty evenly matched. You'll see similarities, I think. The difference will be the mobility of the quarterback. From what Coach Speaks did say in the pregame show, Stadium quarterback is more of a pocket passer, but he can move, not scramble, but move around and make some space for himself to make some plays. So that could be very interesting. These games have been close, so it comes down to kicking. Always comes down to kicking.
Yeah.
And Hunter went 1 for 5 last week.
A couple of those were not his fault.
Right. One of them was the laces, as you heard the coach talk about. But, yeah, it's been an interesting season for the Highclimbers. The tools are there. They just have to execute. Yeah. And we're, quite a ways till kickoff here, and I think they're going to honor the seniors here for Stadium, being the last game of the season for them. Both teams are in the locker room, which happens to be just down below to our right. But Jerry, I want to talk a little bit about last night's game. Merriam Knight took on Darrington at Montesano High School. Not a good outcome for the Owls, though they started pretty fast, and they started well. Their opening drive, touchdown, 2-point conversion. They're up 8-0. Darrington, first possession, was a 4-and-out because, they don't punt in 8-man football. And the Owls didn't do anything after that with that, and then Darrington scores, and it was a little bit of back and forth, but there was a fumble in there, and Darrington just took advantage of the mistakes made by the Owls, and there were quite a few. There were 4 turnovers in the ball game. One interception, a couple of fumbles lost, that kickoff in the third quarter that wasn't covered, and then the Loggers managed to get it and score. And yeah, it was, that was a playoff game, a pigtail game for the playoffs on Saturday. Unfortunately, the Owl season came to an end last night with a 68-28 loss. Darrington will go on and face Evergreen Lutheran on Saturday, and that's a pretty good game, I would imagine. So that's what we have. We'll take another timeout. We'll be back with kickoff and some more from Stadium Bowl as we wait for the kickoff between Stadium and Shelton. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. We'll be back in a moment.
Neighbors help each other. It's how community works, and it's how we do business at Hood Canal Communications. We know you count on us for value-priced internet, TV, and phone service, backed by friendly local support. Your hard-earned dollars stay right here as we invest in our community, our people, and smart technology. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected while being a good neighbor.
Hey sports fans, do you want to know when and where your favorite teams in the South Sound Conference are playing, who won the game last night, and what the current standings are? Well, it's easy to find out on sscathletics.org. The information is entered by athletic directors and coaches, so you know it's accurate and up to date, making sscathletics.org the place to view official schedules, scores, standings, photos for all the schools, and all the sports in the South Sound Conference. Check out sscathletics.org, the official website of the South Sound Conference.
Mason General Hospital and Family of Clinics now offers 3D mammograms. The new Selenia Dimensions 3D mammography system in the Diagnostic Imaging Department at MGH has ergonomic design for patient comfort, provides up to 40% reduction in false positive recalls, has a proven 41% increase in detection of invasive breast cancer, is FDA approved, and is superior to 2D mammography. Call today to schedule your mammogram.
Mason General Hospital and Family of Clinics. Equal opportunity provider. Translation services provided.
Life's just more fun with fast, reliable Wi-Fi. You can stream, share, game, try something new. But weak Wi-Fi spoils the fun. That's why you need managed Wi-Fi from Hood Canal Communications. The right equipment, professionally installed in all the right places, keeps your Wi-Fi powered party streaming strong. Call or visit Hood Canal online to upgrade your Wi-Fi today.
Well, Jerry, we're still about 6 minutes away from kickoff. As you can see in the upper right-hand corner of the clock on your screen, I'm going to say this now. I've been having some internet problems. I had the fastest speed I've had with my mobile device when I got here today, and I was shocked and amazed, and I know that we have cut out 3 times during Coach Speak's interview. So if we do lose it, it'll come back online as soon as possible. We'll do our best to keep it online. I moved my device up higher. Maybe it'll hold on. We're going to get the coin toss here. Let's see. Who's out there, Jerry? Can you see better than I can? Let's see.
Yeah, we got 54.
54. Okay.
18.
So it's Austin Steele, Zach Junker.
15 is Charlie.
Charlie Hurt and Kyle McGregor for the Highclimbers. For the Tigers, you've got number 5. That's Isiah Chambers. Number 75, I've got to find him on my list. Jeremiah Beach. 14 is Jay O'Neill. And number 12 is Tayton Ellis. Els, excuse me. Yeah, I need better lighting, Jerry. And we are, I don't understand why people come walking in. There's a sign that says private on the door. Did you see that, Jerry?
Yeah.
We have been interrupted a couple of times here. And, yeah. So it's going to be, the coin flip has been taken. And let's see. Highclimbers will be in the white with the black pants. And it appears that Stadium will be receiving.
And it looks like they were talking to Shelton initially, so maybe Shelton deferred. I'm not sure.
Well, it was, I think they're talking about which direction.
They could have been. They could have been.
So we'll have the kickoff in a moment. We will take another timeout. We'll be back. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Back in a moment with the kick.
Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is the only source for live high school sports broadcasts in Mason County.
Join us every week this school year for another exciting game. If you want to be part of future broadcasts, contact Mason Web TV right now and become a community broadcast partner. Join the likes of Hood Canal Communications, our community credit union, and Mason General Hospital and Family of Clinics in supporting student athletes. A simple phone call, text, or email can put you in the next broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Hey sports fans, do you want to know when and where your favorite teams in the South Sound Conference are playing, who won the game last night, and what the current standings are? Well, it's easy to find out on sscathletics.org. The information is entered by athletic directors and coaches, so you know it's accurate and up to date, making sscathletics.org the place to view official schedules, scores, standings, photos for all the schools and all the sports in the South Sound Conference. Check out sscathletics.org, the official website of the South Sound Conference.
A healthcare provider is just a phone call or website visit away, thanks to a new service from Mason General Hospital and Family of Clinics called My Mason Virtual Care. Now you can talk with a board-certified healthcare provider from your home or office 24/7 for many common ailments, such as flu, pink eye, cold, or rash. Virtual care is private and secure, and a fee of only $35 for a 20-minute visit lets you avoid long wait times and limits your risk of exposure to others. No appointment needed. For more information and a complete list of illnesses cared for, go online to mymasonvirtualcare.com.
Mason General Hospital and Family of Clinics. Equal opportunity provider, translation services provided.
Waiting for the kickoff at Stadium Bowl. Shelton and Stadium ready to do some battle for these both these 1-8 teams.
And I noticed in counting the number of players that have suited up tonight for Shelton, I think they have about 36, 37 players suited up, which is better than some of the games that we've had, like the Yelm game. We only had 31 suited up. So that's a good indication.
It is a good indication. Hunter Borgalt has it teed up at the 40 to kick it off, and who's back deep? Let's see, 24 on the far side, and that's Dwayne Johnson. I can't see who's on the near side, but I think that's Cole Faker. Boy, that's turn that down there. Get ready to get this thing underway. Waiting for the clock to go to zeros, I think, is what we're doing here. Can you see who is back deep for Stadium on the near side? He's got a turn. I can't see his number.
Yeah, I can't either. Not yet.
There's the run up, and here we go. It's going to be a short kick that's headed out of bounds, unfortunately. So Stadium will take it. Trying to see who that guy is. These numbers are pretty, this font is kind of tight on the 9s and the 8s, Jerry. So the Tigers will take it at the 35. Their own 35. Start this ball game. Get us first look at the Stadium team here as they come sprinting off the sidelines. And there's the 3-by-1 that the coach was talking about. Out of the pistol goes quarterback, and that'll be a rollout near side. Good pursuit, throwing to the middle, and it's intercepted right away. And it's, who is that from the return?
Number 20.
Number 20. That is Gavin Gould on the pick, and a turnover to start the game for the Highclimbers. 1st and 10 for Shelton after one play. And it's on the 40 of Stadium. Not a good way to start for the the Tigers, but a good way to start for the Highclimbers. We've played, 13 seconds, and the Highclimbers have their first possession. Pistol formation and a receiver on each side. Gould behind Mendiola Lopez. And then they'll spread wide. They like this formation. This is a screen to one or the other. And it's going to go to Kurt on the far side. He's got blockers in front of him. Jukes and jives, trying to find some space, and ends up getting pulled down maybe a yard on the far sidelines, Jerry. So, no gain.
No gain.
Yeah. It'll be 2nd and 10. Well, actually, they did give him one, Jerry.
Okay, we'll do that. Makes it easier on the statistics.
So 2nd and 9 for Shelton. Ball at the stadium, 39. Jonker comes wide to the near side below us. Hurt wide the far side. It's a wing here. Somebody went a little early. Gould with a handoff, finding his way around the right side for 4. Thought they were going to get a flag on that, Jerry. Somebody went early.
And now the flag does come out.
Flag comes in at the end of the play.
If the play holds, it'll be a gain of about 5 on the play, 4 or 5.
Depending on the spot. Right now they have 5, I think. You're close to, they're closer to 34 on the spot. And it's a personal foul on Stadium, so first penalty goes on the Tigers. So the play will stand, and then you'll tack on 15 more. So that'll give Highclimbers first down. And that should put it about the 20. So 1st and 10 from the 20 for Shelton. That's the Stadium 20. They'll wind the clock, and here go the Highclimbers. This is an interesting formation. Wings are up. Speaks will go in motion. And turn around and hand off to Gould. Gould ran into Mendiola Lopez. A little delayed start there. Got a yard, maybe 2. And it looks like they're going to give him a yard and a half at the 19, Jerry.
Was that Josiah?
Yeah. No, it was Gould.
It was Gavin.
Gavin.
Yeah.
Give it to the workhorse.
Yeah.
What do we have? He had like nearly 30 carries last week.
Yes, he had 28 carries.
Right. We'll go out of the pistol. Gould behind Mendiola Lopez and receiver on each side. Long count. Snap is on. Back to pass goes Mendiola Lopez. Throws to Zach Jonker a little too high off target. 3rd down coming. So 3rd and 9 coming.
Where did this drive start? About the 30 or 40?
It was a 40.
At the 40, okay.
Had to make me remember something, Jerry. That's not good.
I know.
So 3rd and 9 for the Highclimbers on the 19-yard line. They'll spread it out, 2 receivers on each side out of the pistol with Gould behind Mendiola Lopez. Back to pass goes Danny. Danny throwing to the far side. It's complete, and that looks like it is Josiah Oles, just about 2 yards short of the first down. So it brings up 4th and 2 from the 12. Actually, 4th and 3, from the 13. Look at the marks on the field. And what do we have, a timeout early? We do have a timeout by the Highclimbers. We'll step aside. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
There's so many great things about life in Mason County, and Hood Canal Communications is proud to be one more. Headquartered in Union, we offer the speed and reliability your family needs, backed by hometown service and support. Whether you need to just check email or power all those Wi-Fi devices around your home, HCC has the right package for you. Stop by one of our friendly offices, call, or visit hcc.net to learn more. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected.
So 4th and 3 for the Highclimbers. And it looks like the Highclimbers are going to go for it. Little offset pistol formation. Gould 2 yards behind Mendiola Lopez trips at the end of the line on the far side, and then they'll kind of switch around and bring it in a little on the opposite side. And it'll be a pitch to Gould. Gould, he's not going to get there, but there's a flag at the end of the play. I think the stadium's been scouting Shelton a little bit. Got inside. Well, I think he lost a yard on that, Jerry, but we'll wait for the penalty.
Yeah.
That was a 4th down play. Let's see what the penalty's all about. It's a hold on the Highclimbers. I'd imagine you refuse it and take the ball. So the Highclimbers couldn't capitalize on the interception, and Stadium will get their next opportunity at it. It's the 1st and 10 for Stadium at their own 14. They've only had one offensive play, and that was the interception. I don't even know. I think it was 14, the QB. Is it 14, the QB, O'Neill? Jay O'Neill, number 14. I think he's the QB for Stadium. Didn't really see who it was because it happened so quickly. And here come the Tigers. Oops. It does look like he's out of the shotgun. He's got 3 to the far side, 2 to the near side, empty backfield. He'll dump it off complete and got blockers getting up across the 20. There is number 7, and that's Dominic Gerke. But there's a flag at the end of the play.
Pass was good for 7 yards, but we'll see what the call is. And it's against.
Yeah. So it was a preliminary call as a block in the back against Stadium, so that'll put it back 10 yards from that spot. So we talked about it in the pregame. Pretty clean game for the Highclimbers, except for last week and early in the season, but otherwise they've done really well. The Tigers, not so much tonight.
Yeah, they've already had 2 penalties, one for 15 and one for 10.
So they'll back them up to their own 9-yard line. And it is 1st and 15. Whoops, sorry, the camera seems to have a mind of its own tonight. A little dump off, it is complete. Oh, speedster out there, gets the 1st down and slips by one tackler. That was number 17, I believe. William Jordan on the reception and the 1st down run. Got a lot more than he needed for the 1st down, up to the 32.
A 17-yard pass.
So have him back in the backfield out of the gun. Back to pass. A little bit of a pressure, pushing the back at a little dump off on the side. I didn't see a flag come in, and it'll get up to about the 35, 36 on the pass. I didn't even see who got the pass. I guess it was Crooks on the reception from O'Neill. So 2nd and 6 from the 36 for the Tigers. 2 receivers on each side. Quick little dump off complete out there. And the Highclimbers stop him at the 40. And that was Gerke on the reception and the run. So it brings up 3rd and 2 at the 40. Yeah, the crowd did actually show up, Jerry. Below us, you can hear them.
Yeah.
Getting out of the pistol with 2 receivers on the far side and 2 on the near. O'Neill. He's going to pitch it. And this is 17 getting the 1st down, and that's William Johnson on the run, the carry. Jordan, excuse me, Jordan. Just shy of the 45 at the 44. Do we have another penalty on the field? We do have another flag in the middle of the field, and it's another penalty on Stadium. Getting this block in the back called, Jerry, and I did see one that they didn't call a couple of plays ago.
Yeah.
So That negates the first down carry. So it'll put it back at the 32, and it'll be third and 10, close to 10, 10 and a half. Wind the clock with 7:40 to go here in the first quarter. No score. Stadium in their second possession of the ball game. O'Neal goes out of the pistol. It'll get Jordan out wide, and he's going to go deep. Got a guy there. Oh, he dropped it. Right on the numbers, and he dropped it. That was,
nice pass.
Yeah, that was Dotson. Rashawn Dotson, incomplete. That brings up fourth down. So it'll be punting for the Tigers.
Yeah, it looks like Stadium is relying a little bit more on the pass than they are on the run game so far. And you're right, the quarterback for Stadium does have a little bit of mobility and has a pretty good arm.
He does. Josiah Oles will stand back at his 40 to wait for this punt from Stadium on a 4th and 10. Not much of a pressure, and the punt will go high, hit at the 35, go sideways, and it'll be down at the 35.
33-yard punt
by Dominic Gerke. So the Highclimbers with their second possession of the ball game. See if they can do a consistent drive here from their own 35. 1st and 10 for Shelton. Jonker will come wide to the near side. Hurt will go wide to the far side. Double wings. Looks like Speaks in Oles. Gould behind Danny Mendiola Lopez, and then they'll send everybody wide, or 2 wide, or 3 wide to the far side. Back to pass goes Danny. He's going to tuck it under and run. Got some room. Oh, he's going to throw. It's complete and pushed out of bounds. Did he go across the line of scrimmage?
I thought he did, but evidently they're not going to throw a flag, so.
So that's a completion to Jonker up to the 30. That's a big pickup. Looked like he was across the line of scrimmage.
It did.
No laundry in the backfield, so it'll be 1st and 10 for Shelton at the 30.
That was a 35-yard pass.
Okay, we're going to turn the crowd mic down a bit.
Yeah, I think the
Stadium fans do not like that no flag called. And now we're going to get some more yelling below us. Out of the pistol again, Mendiola Lopez. Fakes it, throws it, complete to Hurt breaking tackles, trying to get to the end zone, but it gets inside the 5 to the 3, maybe even the 2. Good run by Charlie after the catch. Sorry, my camera just wants to move on me. So it'll be 1st and goal from the 2, Jerry.
Yeah, and that was a 28-yard pass play from Lopez to Charlie Hurt.
So here are the Highclimbers with a 1st and goal from the 2. I think you feed Gould, but it's, a fumble, and oh my goodness, it just bounced right into the hands of Stadium, so each team now has a turnover.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the carrier was Bryson Crichton, and he never had a hold of that. So Stadium will take over on their own 3-yard line.
And it's a shame because Shelton was definitely moving with the 2 pass plays that one for 28 and one for 35, 63 yards in those 2 pass plays total. Unfortunately, the fumble.
So Stadium comes out of the huddle from the sidelines. And there's going to be a delay of game, and that'll march him back a couple of yards, or a yard and a half the distance to the goal on the delay of game. It seemed like they were taking a lot of time in all their huddles. So it'll make it
mark it at 1.5.
1.5.
1.5. Yeah.
So it'll It'll be first and about 12. In the end zone, and here comes Jordan. Jordan gives the Tigers some running room out to the 15. Well, I call him out of bounds about the 17. That was a good run.
Yes, it was. 14 yards.
Gets them out of the shadow of their own goal post. And it's first and 10 from the 12. I'm sorry, the 17, excuse me. Do the math. Okay. 2 receivers on each side. O'Neal will go out of the gun. Back to pass he goes. Surveys the field, goes long, and it was deflected, and I think we have another pick. Charlie Hurt comes away with it, and that is an interception.
And it was definitely deflected down here.
Yeah, it was kind of came out of his, maybe not deflected, but it might have got his arm hit, and he didn't get his full follow through.
Right.
And that'll be the second turnover, second interception for the Highclimbers, and my camera just wants to fall backwards, and I don't understand why. So first and 10 for the Highclimbers on the stadium 37.
And this is the third possession.
Couldn't
by the Highclimbers.
Yeah, they couldn't capitalize on the first turnover by Stadium. And Mendola Lopez will spread him out. He's going to go back to pass. Looking long, he's going to pull it down, feels the pressure, and he's going to go, nope, he escapes. Still on his feet, he's going to throw, and it is complete to Jonker. Jonker inside the 20 to the 17-yard line. What a play on the move by Mendiola Lopez. He was caught twice there, Jerry,
yeah,
and he got away. He threw it away, and Jonker in the right spot makes the catch, and it's first down.
Something that was a 20-yard pass play to Jonker.
Something
his second catch. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Second, well, that could have been a loss of at least 10, more like 12. But Danion, using his feet, got away from everybody and managed to make a connection. He'll go out of the gun again. It's like it's Gould beside him. He'll hand it off to Gavin. Gavin working his way around the left side, fights his way to the 13.
So a gain of 4 by Gavin.
Well, this might get a little bit physical, Jerry. A little bit of small pushing and shoving at the end of that play. No flag. Zach Jonker kind of pulled Gould away from the defender. So it's second down, and it looks like 6 from the 13 for the Highclimbers.
Yeah, Zach has caught 2 passes already, 1 for 35 and 1 for 20.
Again, they'll spread it out with 2 receivers on each side. In motion is Jonker. It's a toss to him, and Jonker thought about passing it, and I think he's going to be caught. Behind the line of scrimmage, ends up with a yard loss at the 14. I think Zach was looking to throw, and Zach being the second string quarterback.
Right.
So it brings it 3rd and 7.
It's a good option that we haven't seen utilized yet this year, where Jonker probably could throw a pass and, connect.
There's a lot of pressure on that, so it's 3rd and 7 from the 14 for the Highclimbers. Again, the Highclimbers spread it out of the pistol. Goes Mendiola Lopez, Gould behind him. Back to pass, then goes Danny. Danny throws for, that's Isaiah Oles. It's deflected and incomplete. So 4th down coming. You think they're going to go for it or bring out Hunter? Looks like they're going to, looks like they're bringing out Hunter Borgalt.
Yep.
Looks like it'll be a
it's at the
31-yard field goal attempt.
This is definitely within his range.
Oh, this snap goes awry, and Hunter has no choice but to fall on it at the 29, and Stadium takes over at the 29. So nobody can convert anything here score-wise, Jerry.
Yeah.
Highclimbers have been close a couple of times and just haven't been able to punch it in or come away with any points.
Shelton is definitely dominating the game statistically and time of possession.
here come the Tigers. They've had one pass long into Highclimber territory that went incomplete. Now, they got some speedsters out there, and I think they're causing some problems. And there'll be 3 receivers on the far side, 1 isolated on the near side. Out of the shotgun goes O'Neill. And he'll dump it off with a little bubble screen on the far sideline. Thinking that might be Crooks again. Could be wrong. It's number 8.
Gain of 5 on the play.
Yeah, it was Crooks. It's 9, actually. So 2nd and 5 from the 34. O'Neill again out of the gun. He's going to go on the rollout. He's going to throw it. It is complete. Below us, across the 40. And this is... I'm sorry. That was... It's Crooks again. Okay, I'm getting confused with the 8 and the 9. Those are kind of hard to see from here, Jerry.
Yeah.
So 1st and 10 from the 41 for the Tigers.
I see Zach Speaks limping off. Not a good sign.
So 1st and 10 from the 41. 3 receivers on the far side and 1 on the near. Delayed handoff. Here's Jordan. Jordan getting around the right side, or sorry, the left side. And there's a flag as he gets out of bounds near midfield. Flag about where he took the corner.
Yeah, I would say it's probably a holding. We'll see what's called. Most likely where the flag was thrown. So a nice run will be probably nullified. We're going to find out here.
Stadium has been its own worst enemy.
It has. They have.
Yep, it is a hold. So we'll go back 10 yards from the 41, so it should be back to the 31, 1st and 20.
What's interesting, they've had 46.5 yards of penalties because you counted that one penalty as halfway to the goal line, you know.
Right.
It sounds funny when you say it that way.
Well, yeah.
But
there's something about rounding them up or rounding them down. I don't know. Okay. You're the statistician, Jerry. I don't know.
I think you rounded up, yeah.
So 3 receivers on the far, I'm sorry, 2 receivers on the far side. It looked like 3 there for a moment, but 2 on each side. So 2 by 2. Out of the gun goes O'Neill with Jordan beside him and a step behind. Wind the clock, 2:10 to go here, and another screen out there to Crooks. Crooks slipped 1 tackle, and then the Highclimbers stop him after about an 8-yard gain. See what where they spot it. About the 37, or 37, excuse me. Ah, see, there goes my camera again, wonder why it's doing that tonight. I have to keep my hand on the tripod. So 2nd and 14 from the 37 are the Tigers. O'Neill throws it to Crooks on this side. Screen, nicely defended, but he still gets to the 43. 6-yard pickup.
So he's been throwing a lot of what you call those bubble screens.
Bubble screens, wide receiver screen, whatever you want to call
it.
Yeah. So it's going to be 3rd and 8 from the 43 for Stadium. They've been working so far. O'Neill out of the gun. Actually, Jordan will go in motion. And he's going to go long, and just off the hands of TJ Farman. Incomplete. It was there, just off target.
That's the second time he's hit a receiver, and it should have been caught by Stadium.
So 4th and 8 from the 43.
I'm impressed with number 14, Jay O'Neill, their quarterback. He's got a good arm.
He's got a good arm. He's got to hit it. His receivers have got to catch something.
Yeah.
He'll go out of the pistol. He'll go back to pass again. Little screen this time. And slips 1 tackle. And he'll get the 1st down across midfield. And that is number 24? 24?
Yes.
Okay. And that's Dwayne Johnson. And that's enough for 1st down. 1st and 10 from the Highclimber 48.
The quarterback for Stadium has passed 11 times and hit 8. And he should have be 10 for 11, really. But he's 8 for 11 right now.
Handoff. Trying to make his way, and it's is it Jordan or Johnson? Johnson on the carry. Borgant with the tackle there. And second down and 8. Out of the pistol goes O'Neal. 3 receivers on the far side. And a little play action again. It's complete out there. This is Crooks. Crooks making his way just shy of the 40, and I think we're going to get a penalty. I think this might go on the Highclimbers, though. Can't find the right spot for that tripod, Jerry. I think this happened the last time we were here. Probably the same tripod. Oh, it is on Stadium. Another hold. Boy, they're having these nice plays, but somebody's always grabbing and holding.
Yeah, 57 yards and penalties.
And we have the end of the first quarter, no score between Stadium and Shelton at Stadium Bowl. We'll be right back. Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is the only source for live high school sports broadcasts in Mason County. Join us every week this school year for another exciting game. If you want to be part of future broadcasts, contact Mason Web TV right now and become a community broadcast partner. Join the likes of Hood Canal Communications, our community credit union, and Mason General Hospital and Family of Clinics in supporting student athletes. A simple phone call, text, or email can put you in the next broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. I'm sorry, that was a play at the end of the quarter, and I didn't see that. Who got that, Jerry? It was a pass out there to the 45. Now we're going to go to the quarter.
It was to number 24.
Oh, number 24, okay. So Dwayne Johnson picks up a couple of yards. The quarter ran out, and that was an untimed play. Are we now going to call the quarter?
Yeah, now the quarter's called.
Okay, so that's okay. My bad, folks.
No, you weren't.
Well, you don't know. It was a commercial break there.
Yeah. Okay.
And we were in commercial break on the last play, and it'll be, we'll head to the second quarter. I think we'll just keep it here. There's no point in trying to figure out where we are now. Penalty's a problem for Stadium tonight. And they have a 3rd and 7.
Yeah, 57 yards in one quarter. Wow.
Yeah, that's a pace for a lot of yardage. Penalized. Going the wrong way are the Tigers. But they have a 3rd and 7 from the Highclimber 45. And ready for the second quarter. 3 receivers to the top. Now 2. As O'Neal goes long down the middle of the field. Almost picked off again. Well defended by Hunter Borgalt. Intended target was Gerke. And that'll bring up 4th down for Shelton, or for Stadium.
Yeah, nice coverage by Hunter.
It was also double covered. Now, I believe, who else was in there on that? I think Charlie Hurt might have been also in there on the play. So it's 4th down and 7, and the Tigers are going to go for it. O'Neal will go out of the gun. Jordan the back behind him, or beside him. He pumps. He's looking. He's directing. He'll throw. Got a guy there. It's complete, and then Jonker tackles him immediately. And that was Crooks on the reception. Was it Crooks? I thought it was Crooks, but it was Dodson, actually, number 8. So 1st and 10 from the 36 now.
8-yard pass play.
O'Neal will go out of the pistol with 2 receivers on each side, and it's going to be a toss to Jordan. Jordan nearly broke it there. A good tackle by, looks like Oles. Isiah Oles with a tackle, and inside the 29 to the 28 are the Tigers. It's 2nd and 2.
Yeah, 8-yard run.
Another change that has been made by Stadium here is they're not coming to the sidelines. They're looking at the sidelines. It's a handoff. Here is Jordan. Jordan breaks into the secondary, and there's a touchdown. No flags, 28 yards. And the Tigers score first. How many plays was that, Jerry?
I can tell you.
Oh, it looks like they're going for 2 here. Maybe. Yeah, they are going for 2. Stadium's going for 2. They're up 6-0 now.
6 plays.
6 plays, okay.
Well,
wait a minute, this is a different guy back there. And this is going to be in for the 2, number 7. That is Dominic Gerke on the keeper. I guess you call that the Wildcat. So Stadium strikes first, 8-0, 10:42 to go, 2nd quarter. Kickoff's coming. So we're back here at Stadium Bowl. 8-0 is the score. The Tigers get on the board first, and they're about ready to kick it back to the Highclimbers. Interesting, something that I saw last night, Jerry, was a drop kick for attempt for in after a score. Didn't work, but it was there. Ringham will kick it, and this is going to be who? This is number 35, up the middle to the 40. Who is the 35, Jerry?
Ethan
Yarborough. Okay.
Yarborough. Ethan Yarborough.
Good return for Ethan.
Yes.
Up to the 40.
Okay. This will be their 4th possession.
Highclimbers need to score now, or this could get a little out of control the way Stadium has been actually able to move the ball. They just have been shooting themselves in the foot. So you got 3 receivers on the near side, and Jonker alone on the far side out of the gun. We'll go Lopez, and that's Gavin Gould on the carry. Nice tackle by Dominic Johnson, excuse me. 4-yard pickup to the 44. So 2nd and 6 coming from the 44. 10:10 to go, 2nd quarter. We are coming to you from Stadium Bowl. 8-0 Stadium. Shelton has the ball with the 2nd and 6. Speaks goes in motion. Sets with 3 receivers on the near side. Handed off to Gould. Gould getting around the left side. Comes up just a little shy of the 50.
But there is a flag.
Oh, there is a flag. That's a darn thing. I have to look at this tripod, Jerry. Didn't bring another one to swap it out. And the Highclimbers are marching backwards. So it's going to be a hold.
Yeah.
It is a hold.
And that's only the 2nd penalty that I have for Shelton. And that's unfortunate because that was a nice carry by Gavin.
Really close to the first down marker. Now it's back at the 30, so you have 2nd and 20 coming.
Yeah.
For Shelton. So pretty close to a first down to second down and 20. They'll spread them out again, wind the clock, under 10 minutes at 9:45 to go here in the half. Out of the gun. Back to pass goes Mendiola Lopez. Gonna scramble, throw, and is it another leaping grab? No. Incomplete to Zach Jonker.
Yeah.
You can hear coaching staff in the next booth asking for a hold. It'll be 3rd and 20 from the 30 for the Highclimbers here in an 8-0 ball game.
Lopez, our quarterback, has thrown 8 times and completed 5.
Jonker goes wide to the far side. It's Hurt, Oles, and Speaks in that order, going in on the near side, going towards the line. A little blowout blitz. Lopez throws, and it's nearly caught by Charlie Hurt, but ripped away on that play. Who did that? Number 16?
Yeah, Charlie almost got it. Unfortunate, incomplete
Flores
pass.
breaking that one up. And that will be a 4th down and punting. Time for Hunter Borgalt. Fincham is back to receive this punt from Borgalt. High, short, and that took a bounce. It's picked up, Fincham to the 50, 45. Going to be spun down at about the 41 of the Highclimbers.
About a 10-yard return. He got it at about the 30.
It's a flag back at the 45, 43. So this return is going to be negated, I believe.
I'm sure it will be.
All right, this tripod is driving me nuts. If I lock it in, it doesn't move. If I unscrew it just enough, it starts to creep up. So we're talking about what the penalty is. The flag, again, is back at the 43, about where he picked it up, I thought. And he returned it to the 42 of the Highclimbers, so it's going to be a personal foul against Stadium, and then another personal foul against the Highclimbers, and that'll offset. It's going to be 1st down for Stadium at the Shelton 42. Told you this was going to get a little bit chippy, Jerry, as these teams are all fighting to get their 2nd win of the season. Highclimbers got their 1st win last week. Stadium has, well, they haven't had one since week 2. So they really want it just as bad, if not bad at worse. Another screen out here. This is Crooks, slips one tackle. Almost got away again. Up across the 35 to the 34 of the Highclimbers.
8-yard carry.
Steele with the tackle. I'm sorry, that was Gerke on the reception, number 7. So 2nd and 2 from the 34. 2 by 2. And another screen to Gerke. Gerke cuts it into the middle and breaks a tackle, and he's to the 26-yard line.
8-yard gain.
Only needed 2 and got 8. This is the way it's gone for the Tigers here tonight. As long as they don't do another penalty and
self-destruct.
Yeah. Ever since they've gone to this more of a hurry-up type of offense, they've done a better job. A little pump, and it's going to go long, and it's well defended again by the Highclimbers.
And that looks like number 21.
Yeah, Hunter Borgalt broke that one up. And that'll be a 2nd down and 10 from the 26 for Stadium. So O'Neal I'm sorry, go ahead.
Quarterback's already thrown 17 times.
O'Neal goes out of the pistol this time. Out little fake play action. No, actually it was a handoff, and this is Jordan fighting his way to the 18. Straight up the middle. He had me faked out.
Yeah.
Did O'Neal.
Interesting.
Gain of 8 on the play.
So third and a couple. Out in the hurry up again. High snap throw this time. It is Gerke. Gerke fights his way to, well, just shy of the 15. And that is going to be really close, Jerry.
I think he's got it.
They're moving the sticks. So they're going to spot it at the 15, first and 10 for Stadium. Out of the pistol. Little read option there for Jordan. Jordan got a couple straight up the middle. Like
give him 3.
Yeah, 2 it looks like. Got to the 13.
Okay.
So second and 8. Tigers from Stadium leading the ball game with the ball on the Highclimber 13-yard line. Empty backfield for O'Neill. 3 receivers to the far side and 2 to the near. Another screen to the receiver, this time defended well by the Highclimbers. I believe this is, that was...
gain of about 3 on the play.
I think it's Crooks on the reception. Having trouble between the 8 and the 9, recognizing the 8 and the 9 here. The font is really good, it's just that number.
Yeah.
You need to unbold that. Third down coming, 3rd and 6 from the 11 for the Tigers, leading 8-0. 6:15 to go here in the first half. It's a pitch, and this is Jordan. Jordan breaking tackles inside the 5, fighting his way in. Touchdown, Stadium, but there's a flag back at the 15. Thanks for pointing that out, Jerry. I'm concentrating on the guy with the ball, and Jerry's looking at everything else.
Yeah.
So that touchdown run is going to come back.
Another hold.
More than likely. Yep, it is. Block in the back is what the official call is. So that'll bring it back 10 from that spot.
Yeah, it negates a nice touchdown run.
That was all Jordan there.
Yeah.
I mean, he just powered in, especially the last 5 yards.
Well, that would have been his second touchdown.
6:05 to go in the half. 8-0 Stadium on top. They have the ball, but that penalty marches them back to the 25, and it is a 3rd down and, well, 20. I'll spread it out a little bit more. Still Jordan in the backfield with O'Neill. Another screen. This is to Gerke. Gerke defended well. Josiah Oles pulled him down right after he caught it. Busted through those blockers. And that brings up 4th down and a loss of, what, 5?
Yes.
4th and 25.
That is correct.
Why isn't the clock running, Jerry? I think that clock should be running.
Well, the official...
No, it still should have been running, I think. Now we are in Stadium, so. On the rollout here. Throwing long and intercepted again. Charlie Hurt with that one.
3rd interception.
I think you would have been better off just throwing it away, dropping it. But that is going to be, how many turnovers have we had here, Jerry?
Well, that's the 3rd turnover for Stadium, and
1 for Shelton.
1 for Shelton,
okay.
yes.
That's another thing that seems to happen here and at the Stadium Bowl is a lot of turnovers. So the Highclimbers get their ball back, 1st and 10 on their own 16-yard line. I don't know if Charlie was padding his stats by getting that interception, but if you just knock it away, you get better field position, but you don't think that when you're playing, right? You just want to get that ball. 3 receivers on the far side, empty backfield for Mendiola Lopez. He'll pump, oh boy, that's an incomplete pass. They say it's a fumble. It's an incomplete pass. The Tigers think it's a fumble, but his arm was definitely going
His
forward.
arm was definitely forward.
Yeah, and it was just a collision with an arm. Crowd does not like it, but that was incomplete and a good call. So that'll bring up second.
Well, that's the second time we've heard a lot from the stadium audience on a call.
Which is kind of sparse, really, but you know, it's a Thursday night. But I don't think these stadium fans like the referees at all in any sport. So 2nd and 10 from the 16 for the Highclimbers. 5 wide, 3 to the far and 2 to the near. Empty backfield for Mendiola Lopez. Take another drop, going to step up on the rollout, directing some traffic, looking, throwing. It is complete out there. Zach Jonker at the 24.
Another penalty.
But we have a penalty in
probably a holding.
The backfield there. It certainly is. This half could go on for a while, Jerry.
Well, like Mike Speaks said in the interview, that they've been working really hard to try to clean up the penalties, and they have this season, except for the last game.
For the last game, yeah. And
that's the 3rd penalty for the Highclimbers, and all 3 have been holding.
So that'll be half the distance, I would believe. Well, no, it's not. Excuse me. It's back to the 5. So it's going to be 2nd down and 20 for the Highclimbers. Again, they go 5 wide. 3 on the near side. Quick pass out to Gould. Gould is tackled immediately across the 10 to the 12, maybe to the 13. Going to spot at 13, Jerry.
Gain of about 6 or 7 on the play.
7.
Okay, thank you.
Actually, I think it might even be 8.
Yeah.
No, it's on the 13. So they started at 5. So yeah, that's 8-yard pickup.
Okay.
3rd down, 13 for, well, officially for the Highclimbers. And they're going to go 3 to the far side, 2 to the near side. Back to pass, and here is Danny Mendiola Lopez on the rollout, looking downfield. Set his feet, throw long into double coverage, and incomplete. It falls. That was dangerous, and that was actually triple coverage in the end.
Yeah, and it was broken up basically by number 5.
Yeah, intended for Zach Jonker, who's slow at getting up. Number 5 is Chambers, Isiah Chambers, and that'll bring up 4th down. And I believe you bring on Hunter Borgal to kick this. Yep, he's in there. He's going to kick from his end zone. And waiting for the snap. High snap. Hunter jumps to get it. He'll boot off a nice one.
Yeah, it was a nice boot.
Picked up at the 50. And nearly brought down, and then finally did.
Zach Jonker.
Zach Jonker, first guy there. Returner, let's see here, it's Fincham on the return.
What are you looking at, about a 45-yard punt?
Sure.
Yeah, because it was from the 5, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was about a 4-yard return. Stadium will take over on the Highclimber 47.
Nice open field tackle by Zach Jonker.
So out of the gun will go O'Neal. He's got Jordan beside him. And a quick dump off. Here's Gerke. He dropped it. He was thinking run before he got the ball, Jerry.
Yeah. And that's the first bubble pass that's been dropped by number 7, because that's his favorite target.
Quickly to the line of scrimmage. Back to pass goes O'Neal, looking downfield. Got a guy that, ooh, what a grab. Now that's number 9, that's Crooks. He just turned around, grabbed it right out of the air, Jerry.
It was a nice, nice catch.
And it's Tigers are inside the 25, near the 21, actually at the 21, with the 1st and 10. So 4-12 and counting on.
And he was fairly
clock.
well defended.
time O'Neill will go out of the pistol. And a pitch going to Jordan. Jordan looking around the outside. Cuts it up the numbers. And he's going to get close to the first down marker at the 11. Working on that right side.
So they're going to give him 9 yards, almost 10.
Almost 10 on that, yeah. Spot the ball. Looks like it's at the 12. 3.5 minutes to go in the half. 8-0 Stadium with the lead and the ball. Bad snap. And O'Neill is going to try to run this out. He's going to leg it out, step out of bounds inside the 10. He should have the first down. We have a Highclimber who took a hit in the backfield.
It looks like he got knocked out at the 8-yard line. Let's see where they rule it. 7-yard line.
Is there a flag on the play?
I don't see one.
No, there is not. Austin Steele took a hit.
Yeah, he is running off, so that's a good sign.
I mean, he took a hit, a hard hit, though. It's 1st and goal for Stadium on the 7. And this formation that the Tigers have been using here, out of the gun with 2 receivers on each side, and Jordan the back, about a yard behind O'Neill. O'Neill back to pass, throws to the end zone, and that's a touchdown to number 5. Isiah Chambers. So the Tigers have increased their lead 14-0. And it looks like they're going to go for 2. Again. Gerke is the guy who's going to receive the snap. And it's a handoff and a lot of running room. In for 2 is the guy who caught the touchdown, Chambers. Chambers adds it 2 more, so it is now 16-0. Stadium on top. We'll be right back.
Mason General Hospital and Family of Clinics now offers 3D mammograms. The new Selenia Dimensions 3D mammography system in the Diagnostic Imaging Department at MGH has ergonomic design for patient comfort, provides up to 40% reduction in false positive recalls, has a proven 41% increase in detection of invasive breast cancer, is FDA approved, and is superior to 2D mammography. Call today to schedule your mammogram.
Mason General Hospital and Family of Clinics. Equal opportunity provider. Translation services provided. So 2:54 to go in the first half, Jerry.
Yeah, statistically Shelton dominated them in the first quarter, but it's been all Stadium here in the second quarter, scoring 2 touchdowns.
And it all changed after that delay of game penalty when they were huddled up on the sidelines and they didn't get out on the field and they got a 5-yard penalty. And then after that, they went to kind of a hurry-up calling from the sidelines rather than going into a huddle. And that's what changed. A little high, end over end, short kick. That ball's live. Scrum for it. I think Stadium got it back. At least they're acting as if they did. Nope. They're saying Shelton ball. So recovered by the Highclimbers. That was really a dangerous short kick. Now last week we were talking about kick it deep or do the squib kicks, and that's an example of a high kick that was nearly recovered by the kicking team. Saw that last night in Montesano where Darrington kicked it over the heads and nobody covered it. And
we were having an interesting debate, like on the kickoffs. Do you kick a scribbler or do you kick it deep? Well, college football, Oregon ran it all the way back.
Right.
96 yards on a long kickoff.
Highclimbers with the ball on their own 41, 1st and 10, 2:47 to go in the half. Trailing 16-0. Back to pass goes Mendiola Lopez. He'll tuck it under. Looking for some space. He's going to run this time. It's just shy of midfield where he stood up there, and a good 8-9 yard pickup. I think Danny was looking long, and there was nobody there. Good coverage by the Tigers, and that's a 9-yard pickup right at midfield. Clock is running, 2:20 to go in the half. 2nd and 1 from midfield. Not a whole lot of urgency for the Highclimbers here. They're trailing by 2 touchdowns. We go with the double wing set and the receiver on each side out of the gun. Goes Mendiola Lopez. Oles in motion. Handoff to Gould. Gould works his way around the left side and fights his way inside the 45 to the 44. So 1st and 10 for the Highclimbers on the stadium 44.
That was the 5th carry by Gavin.
Highclimbers come up to the line of scrimmage. Out of the pistol will go Mendiola Lopez. 2 receivers on each side. Gould to back behind Mendiola Lopez. He'll throw it to Hurt. Hurt will pick it up nearly off the ground. He'll run inside the 40 to the 39. Quick pick up there.
Gain of 5.
Still not a lot of urgency for the Highclimbers. We're 120 now. Shelton has 2 timeouts, according to the scoreboard, Jerry.
Yeah, that is correct. They've only had 1 timeout.
We've had a lot of debates.
Yeah, but I got it accurate this time.
What's also on the board, so we know it's official. Out of the pistol, Mendiola Lopez throws it to Jonker. Jonker with the catch and trying to spin his way to the 1st down. He came up about 2 yards short at the 36. And we're going to finally get a timeout. So 55 seconds to go in the half. 16-0 Stadium. Shelton driving. We'll be back.
Frustrated by rising cable prices? You're not the only one. As your local cable TV provider, we work hard to give you the channels you want to watch the local news, enjoy family night, and cheer on your favorite sports team. We also fight to keep your rates fair, but at the negotiating table, large corporate broadcasters demand higher fees for their programming. As TV viewership goes down, broadcast rates continue to go up. It's not fair. None of us should cover their losses. Visit KeepTheConnections.com for more information on how we're working for you.
55 seconds to go in the half. 16 for Stadium and nothing for Shelton. Shelton has a 3rd and 2 from the 36 of Stadium after the timeout. Gould behind Mendiola Lopez out of the pistol, and we have, a timeout by Stadium this time. So we'll take another break. We'll be right back.
Everyone has dreams, but not everyone knows the steps they need to take to get there. At the Community Financial Center, we help members of our community credit union to work toward their dreams. Located inside the Shelton Mountain View branch, the Community Financial Center works with families to help them pursue their short and long-term goals, specializing in comprehensive financial planning, investment advisory services, insurance, and retirement planning. At the Community Financial Center, we work one-on-one with our community credit union members to help them identify their needs and their objectives. Together, we'll develop a set of strategies that seek your success. Isn't it time to set a path to your goals? Set up a free...
And we're back here at Stadium Bowl. Timeout a little longer than my commercial, so we'll hit right to it. 3rd and 2 from the 36 for the Highclimbers. 55 seconds to go in the game. Oh, another bad snap. Mendiola Lopez has to fall on it back at the 50. Wow. I think Danny took his eye off of it just after the snap got into his hands. And Stadium will take a timeout, serve some time. Interesting. And Stadium gets another timeout to preserve the some time on the clock, and it is now 4th down and 16 back at midfield. The Highclimbers need to get to the 34 for the 1st down.
What do you think? Think they're going to go for it or punt it?
Well, I would personally, at this point, I think you punt it.
Okay.
Try to pin them deep. However, Fincham has got some speed, and he hasn't really been able to return. But then there's that philosophy that if it's near the 50, you go for it, and it does look like the Highclimbers are going to go. 4th and 16. They're going to load up the far side. And Mindiola Lopez will go out of the gun. Little play action, directing traffic, going to go on the rollout. Throwing long and deep and nearly caught, but it drops incomplete. And that gives the Stadium good field position with 38 seconds.
There was 2 people that he was trying to pass it to. It looked like in the same area. That was Charlie Hurt and Zach Jonker.
Little jump ball there. Charlie's got some leaps, and we know Jonker is 6'4". So the Tigers have a 16-point lead and 38 seconds to see if they can add to it before the half. I'm right about this, that Shelton will get the ball to start the second half.
You are correct.
There was a game last year where we lost track of who was getting what. Out of the gun will go O'Neill. We'll go back to pass, looking to the far side. Avoids one rusher. He's going to throw, and a good defensive play out there by Zach Jonker, knocking it out of bounds.
Yeah, it was.
Then 30 seconds in the half. 2nd and 10 from midfield. So 2nd and 10 for Stadium. O'Neill will go out of the gun. Back to pass it goes again, looking near side. Throwing, defender fell down, and it comes up short, and I can't even get the camera on the play.
Yeah. He tried to come back to get the pass, but it was too low.
Yeah, I heard on the defense he kind of slipped and lost his footing. So it's 3rd and 10 from midfield, 25 seconds remaining in the half. You're shifting everybody around, and Tigers will go 3 wide to the near side. On the rollout near side. Throw, it's complete. This is to Crooks. Crooks to the 40, or to 41 actually. Crooks? Nope. Yes, it is Crooks.
It looks like it's shy about a yard.
And a timeout has been taken by Stadium with 15 seconds remaining. We'll step aside.
Sick with a cold or flu? Too busy to see a healthcare provider for a minor ailment? Now you can see a healthcare provider by phone or internet from your home or office 24/7. Mason General Hospital and Family of Clinics offers a 24/7 service from a qualified medical provider called My Mason Virtual Care. Private and secure, Virtual Care gives you at least 20 minutes of phone or internet visit for only $35, with options for Skype, FaceTime, or video chat.
These are quick timeouts, Jerry. 15 seconds remain in the half. 16-0 Stadium. They have a 4th and short. O'Neill going to go long. And is that complete? And there's a flag at the end of the play. And I think he caught it as well. It was Crooks on the catch.
36-yard pass play. And it'll probably be pass interference, defense.
All right, let's see what the call is here. Where are my referees? There they are. 6 seconds remain in the half. And we're going to find out what the flag is all about. I think you wave it off, personally.
Yeah.
Oh, when they're going backwards, it says. Huh? No, the ball's still at the 5.
So if they catch it, then you're saying that the pass interference would be negated?
Yeah, they will
they're going to refuse the penalty and take the spot.
Okay.
And O'Neill's probably going to go with a quick spike. Is there's 6 seconds, no timeouts. The Highclimbers will call a timeout. That gave the the Tigers an opportunity. With 6 seconds remaining and first and goal from the, well, technically it's a 6. Interesting timeout call there. Unless the Highclimber coaching staff didn't think they were going to just spike it and probably get some play in the end zone. With 6 seconds, and the way Stadium has been able to move the ball here in the second quarter. Oh, they're going to kick a field goal? Oh, they're going to go for a field goal here.
That is interesting.
That is interesting. And it will be 23, 24 yards. Right in the center of the field.
So 6, 10.
It's about the 14. Snap, spot, kick. That's going to go short. It comes up a little short, and the Highclimbers have 2 seconds. Nope, they're not going to even let it go to the 20. And it should be 2 seconds on that clock, but that'll be halftime, everyone. So the Tigers come away in the first half with a 16-0 lead. We will take a timeout. We'll be back here at our halftime report at halftime. 16-0 Stadium on top of Shelton.
I admit, I did try another TV provider. It sounded like a great deal, but I quickly realized it wasn't. When I read the fine print, I was locked into a long-term contract with a huge cancellation fee. So I came back to HCC. They're more reliable, the service is local, and I save, bundling internet and phone with them too. And I'm a lot happier now.
Great service from a local company. Stay with HCC.
Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is the only source for live high school sports broadcasts in Mason County. Join us every week this school year for another exciting game. If you want to be part of future broadcasts, contact Mason Web TV right now and become a community broadcast partner. Join the likes of Hood Canal Communications, our community credit union, and Mason General Hospital and Family of Clinics in supporting student athletes. A simple phone call, text, or email can put you in the next broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or waiting for your ride. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Stream your favorite shows or live TV from many channels in your cable package on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's all included in Hood Canal Communications TV service for no extra cost. Sign up to watch TV everywhere today. Call or visit Hood Canal Communications online to learn more.
Mason General Hospital and Family of Clinics now offers 3D mammograms. The new Selenia Dimensions 3D mammography system in the Diagnostic Imaging Department at MGH has ergonomic design for patient comfort, provides up to 40% reduction in false positive recalls, has a proven 41% increase in detection of invasive breast cancer, is FDA approved, and is superior to 2D mammography. Call today to schedule your mammogram.
Mason General Hospital and Family of Clinics, equal opportunity provider, translation services provided.
Since 1941, our community credit union has been focused on our members and helping you achieve your financial goals. At OCCU, we offer personal, mortgage, home equity, and business loans to meet your needs. Our top priority remains the same, providing personal, professional caring service to our members.
Helping people is very gratifying. To be able to say I work at a place that does that every single day, I'm very proud to be a part of that.
Become a member and become part of a growing, diversified family.
When you call OCCU, you get a live person, not a recording. Call representatives like me are truly here for you.
Dedicated to our community, last year OCCU employees volunteered over 1,700 hours to 43 service groups, schools, and community events. For over 20 years, we've been awarded the highest rating from Bauer Financial, the nation's leading bank, rating, and research firm. Come see the difference and give OCCU an opportunity to earn your trust.
Halftime at Stadium Bowl. 16-0, Stadium leading Shelton. Jerry, you're all done with your additions and statistics. What do you have for the first half?
Okay, thanks, Deidre. Stadium had 11 first downs. They had 130 yards on the ground. Their leading ball carrier was number 17. Jordan. And that was William Jordan. He had 68 yards on the ground on 6 plays. Stadium had 160 yards in the air. So if you add the 130 yards on the ground and the 160 yards in the air, they had 290 yards in the first half. That is something else.
That is something else, but a lot. How many penalties do they have?
Well, the first quarter, they picked up like 47 yards in penalties. Second quarter, Stadium only picked up, according to my statistics, I could be wrong, unofficial, they got a total of 67 yards, which is still not very good.
No, not at all.
And that hurt them a little bit, especially in the first quarter. So 11 first downs for Stadium, a total of 290 yards. The quarterback was 18 for 27. Most of those were bubble screen passes out to number 7 and
Crooks and Gerke.
Yeah, and that was very effective. Now Shelton had 5 first downs. They had 19 yards. Well, okay, this is a little bit deceiving. Now let me explain why. Gavin Gould got 20 yards on 5 carries, so he averaged 4 yards per carry. Zach ran it once, he lost 1. And here's where, if you look at the overall team statistics, they lost at 7 yards on one play and 14 on another.
Right.
So that's 21 yards lost there. So basically, they didn't get anything on the ground.
Now here's the big picture of the whole.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay.
They lost basically 2 yards.
Okay.
Even though Gavin did have 5 carries for 20 yards. Here is some success, though. Lopez, number 5, our quarterback, completed 8 of 15, for 106 yards. His favorite receiver was Zach Jonker, who caught a pass for 35, another one for 20, and another one for 3. His other favorite receiver, of course, was Charlie Hurt, who caught his longest pass for 28 yards. And so he caught one for 1 yard, one for 28, one for 5. And then number 20, Gavin, I believe, got one for 8 yards, and Josiah Oles caught one for 5. So we're looking at a total of 8 completed passes out of 15 attempts, 106 yards in the air. And I was really pleased with Lopez. I thought, he was very mobile. He got out. There was a couple times where I thought he was going to definitely be sacked, and he got away from him, and I thought did a very nice job on the scramble on the pass.
And finding a receiver in a couple of those, too.
Yes,
so,
that is correct.
One play was they had him. They had him dead to rights, and he managed to escape, and he threw downfield. And
to Jonker?
Yeah, it was Jonker. And, that was very impressive. And that was early on. But the changes that have been made, in-game changes for Stadium, changed the complexity. And I think it started to change when there was a delay of game penalty. Stadium didn't come off the sidelines, and they got a 5-yard penalty because they delayed the game. And after that, they stopped doing that. They went to a hurry up, and they did the signals from the sidelines, and not a lot of running into plays. They all did the signals from the sidelines,
Yeah.
and I think that is what changed the momentum of the game.
It
and
definitely did.
And Stadium took advantage of that, and Shelton was not ready for it.
And you see a lot of those type of hurry up offenses. I see it at the college level when I'm watching college games. I see Oregon doing that very well. I see Washington State doing that very well.
It's kind of the way things have gone in the world of football these days.
Yeah, to speed it up, hurry it up.
Well, it keeps your defense from making substitutions, I think, for one, and the other one is it keeps you guessing defensively.
And you've got a good quarterback in that stadium.
Yeah.
You know, he's been very accurate tonight. You know, he's hit over 75% of his passes, although a lot of them have been short passes out to the side.
Right, but the ones they've gone deep, there's only been one or two that have been completed. A lot of them were just off. A receiver didn't grab it, and whatever the reason, they just didn't make the completion.
And he could have been, definitely, he could have been 20 for 27 and could probably had another, 50 yards passing.
I think if he had hit on some of those things, I think we'd have a different score up there, Jerry. I think we'd be closer to, doubling that for Stadium. But right now it's 16-0 after one half.
That was, there was a couple things I think Shelton did well. First quarter, they played pretty well. I mean, they had more time possession, I think, in the first quarter than Stadium. But Stadium just turned everything around that second quarter. Because the game at first quarter score was 0-0.
Right.
And the nice thing, too, we had several interceptions.
Right, the turnover
That's a positive.
Games, the turnover game was kind of in Shelton's favor, isn't it?
Yeah, 2-1, I think.
Or 3-1, 3-2.
Yeah, I think,
You'd have to go look at my notes again, but the turnover battle is on Shelton's side right now, but the scoreboard is on Stadium's side. And if you have anything else, Jerry?
No, that's about it.
Take a timeout. We'll be back with
We did have a nice return.
Yeah, they did.
And I'm trying to think of who the number of the player was. It was number 20.
It's probably
it was
Fitcham, 29. You're thinking?
It was number.
Well, we'll figure it out. We'll take a time.
We'll figure it out.
We'll take a timeout. We'll be back. It is a 16-0 Stadium on top of Shelton here at halftime at Stadium Bowl in the finale, the 2019 football season. We'll be right back. Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is the only source for live high school sports broadcasts in Mason County. Join us every week this school year for another exciting game. If you want to be part of future broadcasts, contact Mason Web TV right now and become a community broadcast partner. Join the likes of Hood Canal Communications, our community credit union, and Mason General Hospital and Family of Clinics in supporting student athletes. A simple phone call, text, or email can put you in the next broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Life's just more fun with fast, reliable Wi-Fi. You can stream, share, game, try something new. But weak Wi-Fi spoils the fun. That's why you need managed Wi-Fi from Hood Canal Communications. The right equipment, professionally installed in all the right places, keeps your Wi-Fi powered party streaming strong. Call or visit Hood Canal online to upgrade your Wi-Fi today.
This tuna can looks like it's ready to be recycled, but is it? Let's shine a light on this perplexing mystery of modern-day recycling. Let's look closer. Oh yeah, this can of tuna is not empty or clean, so it's not recyclable. But all you gotta do is empty it out, give it a rinse, and then it's ready for the wonderful bin of recyclability. Do the right recycling thing. Empty, clean, dry. It matters.
we're back here at Stadium Bowl. Halftime score, Stadium Tigers 16, Shelton Highclimbers nothing. And you were looking at what there, Jerry?
Go ahead.
You can go ahead if you want to mention that.
Are we on?
We're on. Yeah,
Oh,
we're back. We're back on.
The other thing I want to say, and I didn't say it when I was doing the statistics, Hunter Borgall has got away a couple nice punts tonight.
Right.
It's been very helpful for the high climbers.
We're trying to flip the field here, and it doesn't seem to matter tonight with the Tigers and their speed. They could just.
Well, that's evident with number 17,
yeah.
with Jordan.
Yeah, William Jordan just busting it out, and he's got some speed, and there's speed on the edges. There's speed out there.
And the coach said, the quarterback can scramble.
Right.
Yeah, he sure can.
Yeah, he can, and then the High Climbers need to make quite a few changes if they want to get back in this ball game. They're trailing by 16 at half, and it looked like they were having their way early on.
Yeah.
But Stadium made the changes, and look at what we have here at halftime. So we're going to get ready for the third quarter here in a couple of minutes as High Climbers come out of the locker room and see what they can bring to the second half. So 16-0 Stadium. We'll take another timeout. We'll be back with the third quarter in just a moment here on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Mason General Hospital and Family of Clinics now offers 3D mammograms. The new Selenia Dimensions 3D mammography system in the Diagnostic Imaging Department at MGH has ergonomic design for patient comfort, provides up to 40% reduction in false positive recalls, has a proven 41% increase in detection of invasive breast cancer, is FDA approved, and is superior to 2D mammography. Call today to schedule your mammogram.
Mason General Hospital and Family of Clinics, equal opportunity provider, translation services provided.
That's my neighbor, Joe. Hey, Joe.
Hey, John.
Joe's about to make a big mistake. Hey, Joe, think it might be a good idea to call 811 to have the utilities marked before you start digging?
I'm not digging very deep. It's no big deal.
No big deal.
Dad, the TV's out. Internet, too.
Remember, safe digging always starts with a free call to 811. Oh, what a knucklehead.
This broadcast is copyright protected by Digiproof on behalf of Diedrich Allen and Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, and is intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or other use of its contents, pictures, descriptions, and accounts without the consent of Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, MasonWebTV.com, and Hood Canal Communications is prohibited.
And we're back here at Stadium Bowl. About a minute and a half before we start the third quarter here. 16-0 Stadium on top. I would like to tell everybody this might be our last football broadcast of 2019, but we have lots of basketball for you coming up in December. A little note here. Of course, it's upside down. This includes a boys and girls doubleheader with North Mason.
Okay.
It includes a boys and girls doubleheader with Gig Harbor. It also includes Derek Pringle's return to Shelton as a visiting coach on January 3rd.
And he's coaching now for Rochester,
That's
right?
correct. And he's bringing his team to town in January. And this all starts December 4th when Shelton will host Mount Tahoma in the Mini-Dome. So I'm looking forward to some good basketball this year. We got a new coach, obviously, because Derek is down in Rochester. And I'm going to look forward to talking to Derek before that game.
Yeah. So the first game will be on Wednesday?
December 4th. Is it Wednesday? Yes,
Yep.
it is. And then it's a doubleheader with
North
Mason, and I believe that is at North Mason on the Friday. But that's the tentative schedule right now. Some 20-plus games I have on our schedule. Looking forward to a lot of basketball.
Good.
You know I like basketball, Jerry.
Well, you know I do, and you know I do too.
And Jerry will try to figure out how he can fit in his schedule with those broadcasts.
I'll do my best.
Yeah, well, we'll look forward to it.
I know that I'd be able to do any weekend games, Friday, Saturday night games, Thursday games. I'm not sure if I'm going to be teaching a class after school. That's up in the air. Right now, I'm just wanting to drive for a couple of weeks.
A couple of weeks, okay.
And then start a new class.
All right, well, we are about ready to get the third quarter underway,
All
Jerry.
right, Diedrich.
The Highclimbers will be receiving the kickoff. And it's teed up at the 40. You got Oles and Hurt back about the 5 to receive it. The up man, I can't see who that is.
Charlie.
No,
it's not Charlie?
Charlie's back deep. It's Creighton.
Creighton, okay.
About the 22 in the center of the field.
All right.
So there's no guess about what's going to happen here. I think we're going to have a penalty, somebody offsides. And they're going to they're doing these short, high kicks because I think they're aware of the Highclimbers' return game, which has been pretty consistent, 25 yards this season.
It has, yeah. That's one of the good things that we've talked about as far as the Highclimbers this year, their punt returns. Or
the return game altogether.
Yeah.
So a false start is the call, and Stadium will re-kick from the 35 this time. So the Highclimbers got to be aware of these little
squibbers.
Well, they're not squibbers. They're high but short. It's been an interesting thing. Now watch, he'll change it up and boot it deep. And here's the run up. And the kick, it's a little bit deeper. Creighton will take it at the 15. Work his way around to the left side, being chased. Gets to the 40. Wow, he ran into his own player up near the 45.
I believe he caught it at the 25.
Was it 25?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I said the 15, but you're right, it was a 25.
And let's see where he brought it to.
It looks like the 44.
A 19-yard return.
So 1st and 10 for the Highclimbers on their own 44-yard line. Let's see if they can get some offense a little further down the field, as they have been down there, but not.
Yeah, they were down to the 5 there in the first quarter.
But they could not complete their score. And here we go. It's like a receiver on each side and double wings for the Climbers. And off to Gould. Gould tripped up. Nice tackle right there. I think that was Fincham with the tackle, but not before Gavin gets actually 6 right to midfield. So 2nd and 4 for Shelton at midfield, technically on the Highclimber side of the 50. Back to the basics, it looks like, for the Highclimbers, a receiver on each side and double wings. Danny out of the gun. Hand it off to Gavin. Gavin looking for some running room around the right side this time, a little to the right of the center. And it looks like he might have managed to pick up the first down and a 6-yard gain.
Yep.
To the 44 of Stadium.
Yeah, Gavin has picked up 32 yards so far on 7
carries.
7 carries.
Okay. Yeah, it looks like they're out. We're going to do this little wings in front of Mendiola Lopez. A handoff to Gavin. Gavin Gould straight up the middle, pushing the pile. Boy, he got near the 35 and then was pushed back, and second effort, and I think he might have got the first down. And we have a downed Stadium player, it looks like. They're going to mark him down, Gavin down at the 33. It looks like that's enough for a first down. And the Stadium training staff is out there to attend to the player. His legs are moving.
Well, it's nice that Gavin, he's carried it 3 times already here in the second half. And he's got 18 yards on 3 carries.
Interesting. I just point this out that the Highclimbers have gone back to what they have done most of the season, and they're having success. They weren't doing that in the first half, and it just looks like they are doing that at least the first few plays here. We're still attending to a downed Stadium Tiger.
Yeah, I think it's going to open up the game.
Well, we'll see how they're still attending to him. We will step aside, maybe. I'm just watching what's on the field here. You never know what he's sitting up, so that's a good sign. So
yes.
They're going to help him up. And who is that? I can't even see. I know he's holding his right arm. And he's coming off very gingerly, obviously in some serious pain here. I can't see who it is. I think it might be 62. If it is, it's John Brennan. Can't see. He's holding that arm to his chest. So I guess we'll keep it right here. 1st and 10 for the Highclimbers on the Stadium 33. Hate to see somebody get injured.
Yeah.
In the last game of the season. Thinking this looks pretty serious, Jerry.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm sure you're right. Could be a forearm, I'm not sure.
No, we don't know. And that's Oles going in motion, and another bad snap, and Mendiola Lopez has to fall on it back at the 44.
Loss of 11 on the play.
The Highclimbers have had some trouble with the snaps.
I think about the 3rd time.
And today, well, last week it was pretty good. They changed centers, and they sent, it was Austin Steele as center. They changed that up last week. I'm trying to see who's actually playing center tonight. I can't see it. Can't see who that is. And it is not Steele. We'll see. We'll try to track it down. So Danny will go out of the pistol this time, and I think somebody went upfield a little too early on the snap, and that'll be probably 5 yards. Gavin Todd Collins looks like is playing center for the Highclimbers tonight. So we went from 2nd down and 20, 21 to 2nd down and 26. Highclimbers need to get up to the 24, 23-yard line. For the first down, they're at the 49 now. So after all these good runs by Gould, Highclimbers have gone backwards. 16-0 Stadium with the lead. Shelton with the ball. With a 2nd and 26. Back to pass goes Mendiola Lopez. He's going to be flushed out. Looking downfield. He's going to spin and go down.
And it was a fumble, but he did recover it.
Yeah, it did. Now it was Kyle McGregor with the recovery. I didn't see that.
Yeah.
But another, again, going backwards. Loss of, another 10 yards there?
Yeah, I think, let's see.
He was spotted at the 40, so actually 11 yards on loss. So that'll be, well, the board says 3rd and 40, or 3rd and 37 on the 40. A long ways to go. 10, 20, 30, 37.
Yeah, we've had 22 yards and lost plays.
So 3rd down, and Mendiola Lopez will send 3 to the far side, 1 to the near side. That's Charlie Hurt out of the pistol. Goes Danny. He's going to throw over the middle. It's caught by Charlie Hurt, and then he dropped it. So that's incomplete. So it looks like Hunter Borgald is going to come on and kick.
It was a nice pass. Should have been caught.
Is that Hunter back there, Jerry? No. Doesn't look like it's Hunter Borgald back. It looks like it's Crichton.
Yeah, it's
25, it looks like. Oh, my goodness. Bad snap again, and Crichton's just going to have to pick it up, and that is a huge loss back at the 16-yard line. That's where Stadium will take over after the bad snap. Wow. Wow. Well, you know what that means. When Crichton's back there to kick,
yeah,
he's usually going to run. He's not going to kick. So the Highclimbers are going to try and catch Stadium napping on that. And it bad snap ends up favoring Stadium.
What really hurt that drive was they lost 43 yards.
Right.
The good thing was Gould had 3 carries for 18 yards, but of course that obviously was erased.
Stadium takes over on the Highclimbers 16 with the 1st and 10. 8.5 minutes to go here. A little shuffle the toss, and boy, that was a run by number 8 or 9. That's Dotson on the carry, so that's 8. He was pulling guys with him, Jerry. Some power with these young men out there. To the 10 is where they'll spot it.
Yeah, pick up about 6 on the play.
So 2nd and 4 coming from the 10-yard line. O'Neill will go out of the gun. Dotson's the back behind him, and this is Crooks. Crooks trying to get around the edge. Cuts it up, steps around some defenders, got the first down, and he spun down inside the 5 at the 3-yard line. That's a good run.
Yeah, and if he had cut inside there, he would have had a touchdown.
So it's going to be
instead
first
of going to the outside, like outside that he did. If he'd gone inside, he would have had an open field inside.
7-yard pickup, Jerry.
Yep. 1st
and goal from the 3 for Stadium, trying to add on. They're leading 16-0. 7:40 to go, 3rd quarter. The Tigers' first possession of the 2nd half. After their Highclimbers went backwards. Here comes Dotson again. He'll cut it up and score.
Dotson?
Yeah, Dotson. Is that his first touchdown?
Yeah, this is his first
touchdown.
Yep.
Yeah, they've got, I don't know if they're giving Jordan a rest or not, but Dotson's in there at running back. And O'Neill's coming back out, so they're going to go for 2. They're leading 22-0, 7:23 to go, 3rd quarter. Stadium in control. And the 2-point conversion try coming. It's a big guy behind the backfield, Jerry. It's a 75, I think. And it's going to be a penalty, delay of game. So it's going to be a 5-yard penalty. Jeremiah Beach is the guy in the backfield.
How much weight?
Oh, you're going to ask me the hard question. Let's see here. He is 293.
Yeah, he got 3 big boys.
He's a big boy, and I think he might even be looking to hand it off to him. Or, yep, they're going to pitch it to him, and he's going to run. He'll pull over one high climber, and he's still on his feet inside the 5. He breaks a tackle, going to fight his way in. There's the 2-point conversion by the big man. Wow. And you got to look at this. Look at this celebration down here by the Stadium players. They like the big man getting in the end zone.
What was his number?
75. So it's now 24-0 Stadium. We will take a timeout. We'll be back with the kickoff. $24-0. Stadium on top. Tigers are going to kick it back to the Highclimbers. Highclimbers, their first possession of the third quarter. They managed to get down to, what, the 34, and then went backwards 40-some plus yards, and then just kind of imploded on the Highclimbers. We'll see if they do better on this possession, trying to put something on the board here in the season finale at Stadium Bowl tonight. So run up end kick and high, end over end kick. Oles will take about the 22. Straight up the middle, here comes Josiah spinning at the 40. Gonna fight his way to the 45. Go down about the 46.
24-yard return.
Josiah has not really gotten into gear here. And the Highclimbers have good field position to start this drive at their own 46. So 1st and 10 for Shelton. See if they can clean up the mistakes that they had in their last drive. Jonker goes wide to the far side. Hurt wide near side. The wings are up. Out of the pistol goes Mendiola Lopez. Speaks in motion. And a fumble on the play. And Gould will pick it up and lose a couple yards. It's like 4, 5 maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is it just that cold out there, Jerry, you think? Highclimbers are having trouble holding on to the ball. Back to the 42 is the ball. Loss of 4 on the play. Doesn't feel that cold, but we're in a booth. No heater, but it's an open air booth. Which I'm glad to be in the booth tonight, Jerry.
43 degrees.
43, so interesting. So 2nd down, 14 from the 42 for the Highclimbers. Danny back to pass. He'll throw over the middle, and he just missed everybody. Incomplete. So it'll be 3rd and 14. Clock is stopped, 6:22 to go, 3rd quarter. I didn't check to see how the voting went on this stadium because I know they were in the running for the best stadium in the United States for the USA Today. I didn't know where they are on that. I know they were one of the 4.
I heard about that. Yes.
One of the 4 finalists, and I didn't check to see how it ended up. Oh, a delayed handoff. That's a broken play, and Mendiola Lopez has nowhere to go. I think that was supposed to be a delayed handoff to Gould. Gould out of position, and it'll bring up 4th down. Lots of, 3 on that?
Yeah, at least, 3.
Back to the 38. And that brings out, it's Crichton out to kick. So maybe I'm wrong. Usually when you see Crichton out there, it's not a punt. But Hunter may be a little
banged up.
Yeah, banged up. Oh, he's going to boot it.
Nice
Get a nice one there. It's going to be picked up at the 28. And this, I think it was Dotson. Oh, he just stood up.
Good punt.
Yeah, good punt. Dotson returns it to about the 39. Tackled by Mason Sherman. A good stick there on the return.
About a 30-yard punt.
So Stadium takes over on their own 39 with 5:34 to go in the 3rd quarter, leading 24-0. O'Neal will go out of the gun. Jordan's back in there. He's the back beside him. 2 receivers on each side. Oh, it almost went off a little early. Good quick pass to Gerke. Gerke manages to eke out 5.
Yeah.
No, actually it's going to be 4. I thought it. Ball at the 43. So 2nd and 6 coming for Stadium.
19 for 28 is the quarterback, number 14 for Stadium. Pretty accurate.
They go out of the pistol this time. Jordan behind him, 2 receivers on each side. We're waiting for one of the linemen to tie his shoe. And it's a handoff to Jordan, and sought out nicely by the Highclimbers there. Steele, one of the guys in there at first.
Zach Speaks was in there.
Speaks was in there. McGregor as well. Loss of 4 on the play, back to the 39. So 3rd and 10.
Good defensive play.
Kind of knew that was coming too. So did the Highclimbers on the run. Back to pass goes O'Neal. He's going to throw long and almost intercepted. Gavin Gould in there. I think he got away with a little bit of a push.
Well, yes, they could have.
They could have. They didn't flag it, so it'll be 4th down from the 39 for.
We'll just say it was good coverage by Gavin Gould.
Hand fighting. Nobody got really interfered with the pattern or anything. So referee's right on top of it. I'm not questioning that. I'm just saying he might have got away with something there.
Right.
And they're going to go for it, 4th and 10 from the 39. O'Neal out of the gun. Back to pass it goes again. Looks near side. Got a guy there. And catching it 1 foot in bounds. Gerke inside the 35 to the 34. Nice catch. Good foot placement. Would have been incomplete if this was the NFL.
Yeah,
but
27-yard pass reception.
So 1st and 10 for Stadium at the Highclimber 34. 4 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. 24-0. Stadium on top with the ball. O'Neal will go out of the gun again. He'll toss it this time to Dotson. Dotson looking for some running room to the 40, or 30, excuse me. And he's knocked out of bounds. So actually they're going to keep the clock running, so he didn't quite get out of bounds. Charlie Hurt with the tackle.
Gain of about 5 on the play.
We'll put it at the 30 or 29. So 2nd and 5. 3.5 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. Stadium with the ball in the lead. Out of the gun goes O'Neal. 3 receivers on the far side. Little handoff to Jordan. Jordan to the 25, maybe the 24 near the 1st down marker.
Very close.
Down. Nope, that's 1st down, Jerry. Yeah. Wind the clock. Approaching 3:05 to go.
Number 17 has been a workhorse, William Jordan.
William Jordan.
Definitely the leading ball carrier. And number 7 is definitely the leading receiver for Stadium.
Little dump off pass here to the screen. That's Gerke. Gerke breaks a tackle, and then he's just breaks the grab of Charlie Hurt, and then the rest of the Highclimbers cut him down after a couple of yard gain, maybe.
Let's see what they.
It looks like you got 1 or no gain, excuse me.
Yeah.
So 2nd and 10 from the 29. Highclimbers need to stop here. Gerke and Dotson will go to the far side. Out of the pistol will go O'Neal. Jordan the back behind him. It's a toss to Jordan. Jordan working the right side. Stood up again. Falls forward. Stretched it out for maybe a yard, Jerry.
Yard or 2. Let's see where they mark it.
Looks like he got a yard. It looks like Zach Speaks was in there in the bottom of the pile. So it looks like it's 3rd and 9.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Gain of 1. Okay.
Don't hear that often from Jerry. I'm right.
Oh, I'm
sorry. I'm just kidding.
I'm always a nice guy.
You are a nice guy. There's no doubt about that. Back to pass goes O'Neal, looking downfield, going for the end zone. Oh, my goodness. Gerke with the touchdown. That bounced off of Josiah Oles and kind of ricocheted around, and Gerke grabbed it for the TD.
29-yard touchdown pass.
Wow. 30-0 now. 1:28 to go, third quarter. Stadium. After they cleaned up from the first quarter, been just almost lights out here. Are they actually going to kick one now? Looks like they are going to kick it. Kick the extra point.
I didn't see this coming.
Neither did
score.
I. Neither did I.
I did too.
Snap, spot, kick. It's good. Make it 31-0. The Stadium Tigers on top. We'll take time out. We'll be right back. It's Mason Web TV powered by HCC.
Sick with a cold or flu? Too busy to see a healthcare provider for a minor ailment? Now you can see a healthcare provider by phone or internet from your home or office 24/7. Mason General Hospital and Family of Clinics offers a 24/7 service from a qualified medical provider called My Mason Virtual Care. Private and secure, Virtual Care gives you at least 20 minutes of phone or internet visit for only $35, with options for Skype, FaceTime, or video chat. For more information and a complete list of illnesses cared for, go online to mymasonvirtualcare.com.
Mason General Hospital and Family of Clinics. Equal opportunity provider. Translation services provided.
$1:28 to go in the third quarter. Stadium adds 7 more to their totals.
And who do we have back deep?
Oles and Hurt, I would imagine.
Yeah.
1:28 to go, third quarter. To run up, and this one's on the ground. And wisely, a climber fell on it. And who was that climber? Can't see. Who was it? Number, can't see the number. He's looking for something.
It was 20.
Oh, 11. Okay. Number 11, that's Riley Crichton. Falling on it wisely. The Highclimbers will start out on their own 38-yard line, 1st and 10. So back to the same.
So we have 2 Crichtons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bryson and Riley. Out of the gun will go Danny Mendiola Lopez. Hand it off. Nope. A little play action on the rollout is Danny. Danny sets his feet, throws downfield, and off the hands, incomplete. Intended for Charlie Hurt. 2nd and 10 from the 38. 1:17 to go, third quarter. 31-0. Stadium on top. Shelton with the ball. First quarter felt like this might have been all Shelton, and then Stadium got its act together, I guess you could say. And
with a switch of philosophy.
Yeah, with a different kind of game plan, and then Shelton really hasn't been able to answer or find an answer. Hand it off here is Crichton, or Gould, I'm sorry, Gould gets up to the 43.
And he gets his typical 5 yards each time, but if we could just cut down on those miscues and bad snaps. And
yeah, under a minute to go in the third quarter. Highclimbers have a 3rd and 5 coming from their own 43. It's Jonker goes wide the far side and Hurt its usual spot on the near side. And off to Gould. Gavin trying to find some running room, nowhere to go, and he's gang tackled for a loss, but actually only no gain is what they're going to call it.
No gain.
So look at that, we're at 4th down. And 4th and 5 coming for the Highclimbers, and it looks like Bryson Crichton is out to punt it to the Tigers. Got Finchcomb and I think it's Dotson, but that'll do it for the third quarter. 31-0, all stadium tonight. We'll take a timeout. We'll be right back as my camera decides to do its thing. We'll be back with the fourth quarter.
Life's just more fun with fast, reliable Wi-Fi. You can stream, share, game, try something new. But weak Wi-Fi spoils the fun. That's why you need managed Wi-Fi from Hood Canal Communications. The right equipment, professionally installed in all the right places, keeps your Wi-Fi powered party streaming strong. Call or visit Hood Canal online to upgrade your Wi-Fi today.
Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is the only source for live high school sports broadcasts in Mason County. Join us every week this school year for another exciting game. If you want to be part of future broadcasts, okay. Not going to get that commercial in. We'll play it at our next opportunity. So we'll start the fourth quarter. 31-0 Stadium on top. Highclimbers have a 4th and 5 in a punting situation on their own 43. Crichton in there to boot it away. And he's going to run. Got it outside. He's got some running room. He might get there. He gets to the 50, to the 45, and out of bounds. So there's a 4th down run for first down. Maybe that'll spark the Highclimbers a bit here as they're into stadium territory at the 44, 1st and 10. I'm surprised that it seems to me like Stadium was well prepared for this game, Jerry. They kind of knew what the Highclimbers were going to bring to the table.
Mm-hmm.
And aside from that play, they have kind of figured out Shelton tonight.
Nice run by Crichton.
Out of the gun goes Mendiola Lopez. He'll toss it to Gavin Gould. Gould will cut it up the middle of the field. Flag goes flying in, and I think this is going to be a hold on the outside as Gould got back to the line of scrimmage. But we're going to go back 10.
Yeah, Shelton's picked up 45 yards in penalties.
They'll go back.
Which is not too bad, you know. I mean, they're into the fourth quarter. And I know that Stadium has cut down on their penalties
substantially. Because they were at the pace of getting like close to 200 yards in the first quarter.
They were, yeah. Yeah, they were. They'd had
nearly 60 yards, I think, in the first quarter.
I think so, yeah.
So the Highclimbers have a 1st and 20 from the 44, their own 44. Got to get up to the 34 of Stadium for the first down. Out of the gun, actually the pistol, Mendiola Lopez will dump it off. Oh, little tap off the reception, and here comes Isiah Oles. He'll bang into a Tiger at the 41.
A Flea-Flicker?
I wouldn't call it a Flea-Flicker. I can't even say it. I wouldn't call it that. It was a catch, and then he just kind of pushed it.
Okay.
To Oles.
What is your definition of a Flea-Flicker?
Well, Flea-Flicker to me is you run and then a Flea-Flicker to me is you hand it off, the back runs to the line of scrimmage and then tosses it back.
Back to the quarterback?
Yeah.
Yeah,
in that case, it was more like a hook and ladder. But
it was, yeah, you're right.
But not necessarily that. A handoff to Gavin Gould. He's tripped up inside the 40 at the 38. No, I'm going to call him up to the 36. Nice spot there. That brings up 3rd and short. 3rd and 2 from the 36. 10:45 to go here in the ball game. 31-0. The Highclimbers looking to get something on the board.
Be nice to see him drive it all the way in.
Mendiola Lopez goes out of the pistol. 3 receivers the near side, and that would be to his left. 1 to the far side, and that's Jonker. Back to pass goes Danny. Danny will throw it, and it's nearly intercepted. Wow. I don't know who he was throwing it to, or somebody ran the wrong route, and that brings up 4th and 2.
Yeah, the closest player was number 25, Crichton.
Yeah, the closest player overall was Curtis Yee for Stadium.
Yeah.
He almost came away with a pick.
Yeah, he did.
So it's in the spot, not in the right spot to get that. So it's 4th and 2 from the 36 out of the pistol. We'll go Mendiola Lopez. He'll spread them 3 wide. To the left, 1 to the right. Back to pass. He'll throw to the middle. That is complete to Charlie Hurt. Yes, it is Hurt. Hurt's going to score. Touchdown, Highclimbers. Finally, some points on the board and no flags.
36-yard pass play from Lopez to Hurt. Good for a Highclimber touchdown.
Touchdown. 10-12 to go in the ball game. And the Highclimbers finally put some points on the board, and we have a timeout by Shelton. We'll step aside. 31-6 right now. We'll be right back with the, conversion. Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is the only source for live high school sports broadcasts in Mason County. Join us every week this school year for another exciting game. If you want to be part of future broadcasts, contact Mason Web TV right now and become a community broadcast partner. Join the likes of Hood Canal Communications, our community credit union, and Mason General Hospital and Family of Clinics in supporting student athletes. A simple phone call, text, or email can put you in the next broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. So after the touchdown by Charlie Hurt, Highclimbers look like they're going for 2, aren't they?
I would assume so.
31-6 now, 10-12 to go in the ball game. Shelton finally gets on the board. And it looks like, that looks like Jonker in there at QB out of the pistol. It is. He'll turn around and he's going to sprint for the pylon. He'll bang bodies. He got it across. That should be 2 points for Zach Jonker. So that makes it 31-8. We'll be right back with the kickoff.
Everyone has dreams, but not everyone knows the steps they need to take to get there. At the Community Financial Center, we help members of our community credit union to work toward their dreams. Located inside the Shelton Mountain View branch, the Community Financial Center works with families to help them pursue their short and long-term goals, specializing in comprehensive financial planning, investment advisory services, insurance, and retirement planning. At the Community Financial Center, we work one-on-one with our community credit union members to help them identify their needs and their objectives. Together, we'll develop a set of strategies that seek your success. Isn't it time to set a path to your goals? Set up a free, no-obligation consultation at our community credit union's Community Financial Center. It's your success. We just guide you towards it.
Highclimbers finally get on the board.
The Highclimbers have had some success in the air. They've completed 9 of 20 passes for 142 yards. Zach Jonker and Charlie Hurt are the 2 leading receivers, very close to each other. They've been the favorite targets for Lopez.
Hunter Borgalt's got it teed up at the 40 with the kickoff after the touchdown and 2-point conversion. It's 31-8, 10-12 to go in the ball game. Here's the run up. I expected a onside attempt, and the ball is free. Who gets it? Scramble for it. It'll stay with the Tigers. The Highclimbers were there.
Yeah,
but
and it went 10 yards.
They couldn't grab it. We've got a downed Tiger there at the 45. Clock is stopped at 10:07 here as we attend to yet another downed Tiger.
And we're hoping that the other player that had some arm issue, we're hoping he's okay too. Like you said, you hate to see him get hurt, especially this last game of the season.
Right. And we don't know if that player was, has future sports in his, he plays basketball, maybe he wrestles. Well, we've got 10:07 to go in the ballgame, and we'll step aside.
Neighbors help each other. It's how community works, and it's how we do business at Hood Canal Communications. We know you count on us for value-priced internet, TV, and phone service, backed by friendly local support. Your hard-earned dollars stay right here as we invest in our community, our people, and smart technology. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected while being a good neighbor.
The injured Stadium Tiger is sitting up. Now they're helping him up to his feet. So that's a really good sign, and
he's walking off
walking
pretty good.
Off, kind of holding on to his ribs.
Yeah.
It's TJ Farman, the player, trotting off or walking off the. Maybe he's holding his arm as well. I'm hoping these are just one of those things where you hit your arm and the elbow, and it kind of just shocks you, your whole body. Hoping that's what we've got here. Well, it's going to be stadium ball. 10:07 to go in the ball game. They lead 31-8. They have the first and 10 at the 4. They're 49. They're 49. And it looks like stadium will take a timeout. So we'll do the same.
Hey sports fans, do you want to know when and where your favorite teams in the South Sound Conference are playing, who won the game last night, and what the current standings are? Well, it's easy to find out on sscathletics.org. The information is entered by athletic directors and coaches, so you know it's accurate and up to date, making sscathletics.org the place to view.
Jerry, these teams are keeping me on my toes.
Pretty quick timeouts.
Yeah, I think they just.
What is it? A minute?
It's supposed to be 30 seconds, I believe.
30 seconds. Okay.
I mean, I'm usually playing a 30-second commercial during these things. Some of mine are about 32, but usually I can sneak them in. That was about 15 seconds long. Back to pass goes O'Neal, and we got whistles all over the place. Is it O'Neal? Yeah, it is O'Neal. I'm not sure what that was. Do we throw a flag, or what was going on here? It's gonna be a false start on stadium. You hate to see a false start coming out of a timeout, Jerry.
Yeah, that's the third penalty this half for the Tigers.
So backs them up 5, puts the ball at the 44, first and 15 from there. O'Neal will go out of the pistol. He's got 3 wide. Near side, and Jordan's going to go in motion out of the backfield. And we have yet another whistle. What is going on here? Another false start. I think it's might be Jordan just going upfield before the snap. So all of a sudden, the Tigers are going backwards. So that makes it first and 20, now from the 39. And we got 10:01 to go in the game.
They're definitely still down from what they got in the first half.
Well, yeah, I'm just thinking it's little mental errors right now. Just wanting to get the game over with, I would imagine. There it goes Jordan. He's going to go laterally and then head upfield. Back to pass goes O'Neal. He's looking for Jordan. He's going to throw for him. And, oh, boy, it almost was intercepted. Charlie Hurt couldn't drag it in. And then Jordan almost came up with it, but he couldn't find it, and it goes incomplete. Well drawn up play there, Jerry.
Yeah, and he's got a nice arm. Yeah, I'm surprised the stadium hasn't done a little bit better this season.
Well, when you're in a league that features,
you got Lincoln.
You got Lincoln. Who else is in there? I think Wilson's in that league.
Wilson's in that league.
Spanaway Lake, obviously, because maybe they just don't execute well. Who knows? Back to pass goes. Oh, they're setting up a screen. This is to Jordan. Jordan has blockers, got to the 50 before he runs into a wall of high climbers.
Yeah, he basically just got back to the line of scrimmage.
The original line of scrimmage that they had before the fall. We have a flag back at the 40, Jerry. Boy, oh boy. Oh, I didn't notice that graphic on the scoreboard, Jerry. He's the guy throwing a flag. Can't see it on our
And you're
cameras.
catching the yellow flags better this half.
Nope, they're going to pick that one up. All right, that's a good thing. So that's a pickup of 11, actually. They'll get it to the midfield, and it'll be, what down is it? We're second down and 9. Yard marker guy is a little bit late getting up there. Back to pass goes O'Neal yet again. He'll just dump it off, and it's complete. And that is Jordan. He's wrapped up and pulled out of bounds by Ivory Alexander.
And now they're starting to throw the screenplays.
Just different way to get the ball to your guys in space, I think. So that brings up 4th and 2, 4th and 3.
Well, it looks like about 4th and 3.
Yeah.
Although they say the scoreboard says 4 and 2.
Got to get to the 41. It's on the 43, so that would be 2. And a little pitch. This is Dotson. Dotson working his way, trying to find some running room, and it looks like, oh, he breaks it. I think he got it. The Highclimbers had him stopped.
They did.
And then there's a flag at the end of the play. Wow, he needed 2, and he ended up getting 3. And the Highclimbers had him stopped. There were 4 Highclimbers in front of him, and somehow he managed to squeak it out. And there is a hold on Stadium. Wow. And that'll march it back. It should still be 4th down, and it should go back to, the spot of the foul is at the 37, so that should go back to the 47. It should still be 4th down.
Yes. So it'll be 4th and 12?
It looks like it'll probably be 4th and about 6.
Oh, really? Well, no.
It's going back. Okay, it's going to be 4th and 8.
Let's see, okay.
It's 10 yards from the spot.
Yeah.
So they go back from that spot.
Right, so that's...
The down remains.
Yeah, so 4th and 8, okay.
4th and 8 is the down. Approaching 8:35 to go in the game. Empty backfield for O'Neal. He'll go back to pass. Looks over the middle, throws over the middle. Got a guy there. It's complete. And 1st down. And who was the guy who caught it? Number 20, 25? Is that Milburn? Milburn with the catch, and that's
his first catch.
Yeah. It's a 1st and 10 for Stadium.
Yeah, 21 yards on the pass play.
And we have a timeout on the field? Or do we have, what do we have here? We don't have a timeout. Some discussions, however. I don't see any flags. So 1st and 10 at the 28. Sorry, folks, the camera has a mind of its own tonight. Keeps
sliding down?
Oh, it keeps going up.
Oh, going up.
A little quick dump off. And run with a catch and the reception out of bounds. It's 29. That is Burley Fincham with another 1st down. The screen. And that'll put the ball at the 12.
That was a 16-yard catch.
Out of the pistol will go O'Neal this time. Dotson's the guy behind him. Back to pass he goes, dumps it off. Fincham again on the far side. Sorry, I wasn't on camera. And he's tackled after, 4 yards?
Yeah.
Inside the 15 to the 14 are the
and
Tigers.
And the tackle was done by Creighton, Bryson Creighton.
Gerke goes wide to the far side. 3 receivers to the near side. Dotson will go behind O'Neal. And he'll work out of, it's closer to a pistol than a gun. Now hand it off to Dotson. Nope, they'll keep it. Pull it down, cut it up the middle. Fall to the 10. That'll be third down and 2. Under 7 minutes to go in the ball game. 31-8. Stadium on top. Tigers knocking on the door again. Out of the gun this time. He'll catch, he'll throw. Here's Fincham. Fincham breaks a tackle, and he's going to scramble into the end zone for the touchdown. So it's now 37-8.
How many yards on that pass play?
10.
10. Okay.
I think.
Yeah, I think it was. It was close. Either 9 or 10.
Yeah. Here we go again for 2. Got different people out there. Number 44 is the back behind O'Neal. And he'll take the handoff and he'll be stopped. And number 44 is Sam Walter. All right. Walter, excuse me. And it'll stay at 37-8. 6:28 to go in the ball game.
Mason General Hospital and Family of Clinics now offers 3D mammograms. The new Selenia Dimensions 3D mammography system in the Diagnostic Imaging Department at MGH has ergonomic design for patient comfort, provides up to 40% reduction in false positive recalls, has a proven 41% increase in detection of invasive breast cancer, is FDA approved, and is superior to 2D mammography. Call today to schedule your mammogram.
Mason General Hospital and Family of Clinics. Equal opportunity provider. Translation services provided. .6:28 to go in the ball game. 37-8 is our score. Stadium on top after the score. Ball's teed up at the 40. Kick it back to the Highclimbers. And got the duo of Hurt and Olds back waiting for this kick. This one's high, short. I think that's Crichton will take it at the 16. And he'll get around the outside to the 40 on the return.
24-yard return. Nice return by Bryson Crichton.
6:19 to go in the ball game. Highclimbers will go first and 10 from their 40. Actually, it's going to be 41, Jerry. Okay. So add another yard to that return.
Okay.
And some of these leaves on the field, Jerry, they're pretty big. They almost look like flags, especially down in front of the stadium bench.
Yeah.
It's like almost like a flag. Empty backfield for Mendiola Lopez. Everybody out. Danny avoids a tackle. He's got a lot of running room. He'll cut it out to the outside of the 50, to the 45, and he'll dance out to the 42 on the far sideline. It's good run,
about an 18-yard return, or 18-yard carry by the quarterback.
Good return, or good run. Now you got me going.
I got you going. Sorry about that.
It's all right. It's okay. First and 10 for Shelton on the stadium 42. 6:09 to go in the ball game.
Yeah, nice carry by Lopez.
They'll go 4 wide this time. Out of the pistol goes Mendiola Lopez. Gavin Gould back behind him. Turn around, hand it off to Gavin. Gavin cuts it in the middle. No, this is Crichton. Crichton will get inside the 40 to about the 37.
5-yard gain.
It's a good little run.
Yeah.
Saw the 2. I thought it was Gavin, but it's 2-5, not 2-0.
Yeah, Bryce has had 2 carries this half for a total of 13 yards.
5.5 minutes to go in the game. Out of the pistol yet again. Mendiola Lopez will dump it off. And, almost intercepted. That was intended for Gavin Gould and broken up. And nearly a pick six.
It was close.
By Kevin DiNicola. Incomplete it goes. 2nd and 10 coming. All right. No. 3rd and 5. Excuse me. I'm way off. Look at the scoreboard. It has the thing on it.
Yeah.
You think I would, after all these games this year, you think I would know that? Pistol again for Lopez.
It sure helps me with the statistics. So.
Yeah, it does. 3 wide of the near side. Hand it off to Crichton. Crichton going to break it outside or try to break it outside. Goes, well, maybe got 2.
I think he might have picked up 2.
Very generous spot over there by the line judge out there. So that'll bring up 4th and 3 from the 35. I'm eyeballing it, and you're looking at the scoreboard.
No, you're right. It's 3 yards to go.
It's all good. All right. 3 receivers come wide to the lowest and on the near side, 1 to the far side. And out of the pistol goes Mendiola Lopez. He'll throw to the far side and intended for Charlie Hurt. Ran into a defender, no flag, and that'll go over on downs. So 1st and 10 for Stadium with 4:32 to go in the game. They're leading 37-8. Their Stadium huddling up from the sidelines again. I think we might have a different quarterback here, Jerry. Excuse me. He'll go out of the gun. Back to pass it goes. He'll throw it long, and it's intercepted. Is that Gavin Gould?
That's the 3rd interception tonight for the Highclimbers.
That is Gavin Gould. The quarterback was Aiden Marks through the interception, and the Highclimbers get the ball back about where they left it at the Stadium 36. It's a 1st and 10 for Shelton. 4:22 to go into the game.
So we did have a new quarterback for Stadium?
Yes, number 15. 1-5.
Okay.
So 5 wide for the Highclimbers. Empty backfield for Mendiola Lopez. He'll go back to pass. He's throwing it to the near side, threw it short, intended for Crichton, incomplete. So 2nd and 10 from the 36.
So far, Lopez has thrown 23 times, completed 9 for 142 yards.
Clock had stopped at 4:18. 37-8. Stadium on top. Shelton with the ball. They have a 2nd and 10 from the Stadium 36. Trips in the slot near side. Hurt far side, little pitch. Gavin Gould. Gould fighting his way inside the 32, the 27.
Looks like he's about a yard shy, huh?
Might be 2. Hey, it's in the it's a 27.
Yeah, so we give him a gain of 8.
28. Got to get to the 26 for the 1st down. So 3rd and 2 for Shelton. Jonker comes wide to this near side below us. Trips at the end of the line at the far side. Out of the gun goes Mendiola Lopez. Handed off to Crichton. Yes. Was that Crichton? Gould, I'm sorry. Gould with a carry around the left side, inside the 25 to the 24. That's 1st down. Here goes the camera again. My goodness, camera. Making me work tonight.
It's amazing how many things you have to do. I mean, try to get in all the ads. And, wow, you're amazing.
Well, thanks, Jerry. So 1st and 10 for Shelton. 3:05 to go in the game, trailing 37-8. They're at the 24-yard line. Out of the pistol goes Mendiola Lopez. Quick dump off to Zach Jonker, incomplete. Jordan jumped the route. If he was just a step quicker, he might have had a pick six there, but he just kind of ran into Jonker and knocked the ball away. So that brings up 2nd and 10.
Zach's been a good target this year for the Highclimbers for Lopez.
Yes. Missing Christian Lopez, who has not.
Yeah. He's been out, what, 2 games now?
Oh, it's been more than that.
3?
Yeah. I think it was out of the concussion protocol. I don't think he ever really got
I think it
back.
might have been 3 games.
Yeah. Back to pass goes Danny. Danny throws a little too high, incomplete, intended for Charlie Hurt, and that's 3rd and 10. .247 to go in the game. 37-8 is the score. Stadium with the lead. Shelton with the ball. 3rd and 10 from the 24 are the Climbers. Trying to come away with some more points here. Jonker goes wide to the right. Hurt and the trips set at the end of the slot. And I think we're going to have a timeout. We do. Timeout. Stadium. 2:47 to go in the ball game. 37-8. We'll be right back.
Life's just more fun with fast, reliable Wi-Fi. You can stream, share, game, try something new. But weak Wi-Fi spoils the fun. That's why you need managed Wi-Fi from Hood Canal Communications. The right equipment, professionally installed in all the right places, keeps your Wi-Fi powered party streaming strong. Call or visit Hood Canal online to upgrade your Wi-Fi today.
Back at Stadium Bowl. 2 minutes, 47 seconds to go. 37-8 is our score. Stadium on top. Shelton has a 3rd and 10 at the Stadium 24 coming out of the timeout. Climbers have 2 timeouts. Tigers have 1. Looks like we're going to go with the same formation with the trips in the end of the line. And the single receiver out wide right, and that's Jonker. Gould the back behind Mendiola Lopez, who go out of the pistol. Back to pass goes Danny. Looking for Jonker, going for Jonker, and overthrew him. Incomplete. That'll bring up 4th and 10. 2:41 to go now. So 4th down for the Highclimbers. You know they're going to go for it.
Yep.
Jonker and Oles, I'm sorry, not Jonker, Hurt and Oles go wide to the right. Jonker and I think it's Crichton go wide to the left. Back to pass goes Mendiola Lopez. Throws to the middle and incomplete. Nobody there. I believe you could pick a receiver, as Oles and Crichton were both in the vicinity. And that'll go over on downs. Stadium takes over on their own 24. 1st and 10 with 2 minutes and 34 seconds. So let's see who's going to come out at QB this time. It will still be number 15. Aiden Marks. And he'll send receivers on each side, 2 of them, and they're bunched up out wide. He'll go out of the pistol, late man getting out there for the Tigers. Marks turn around and hand it off. No, it's not. It kept it. I thought it was a handoff. Marks goes down with a sack. The Highclimbers figured that one out. I didn't. I couldn't figure it out from here, Jerry. A loss of, what, 5?
Yeah, definitely a loss of 5 on that play.
Back to the 19. I don't know if you put that down as just a loss or just it goes down as a sack. I don't know. Marks will go out of the gun this time. He'll toss it. This is to a big man, number 22, I believe is his number. You can see who that was, Jerry. What number was that? 20, 32, 32.
I didn't catch it.
Griffin James. Tommy Griffin James is the back. Carried that ball. Got a couple of yards back, 22. So 3rd and 12. Same formation. Griffin James, the back, 1 step behind. Marks a little off, good hands. He'll dump it off and almost picked off, but there's going to be a flag.
Pass interference, maybe?
Likely there. I don't know if that was any pass interference. Could have been intercepted as Olsen and Crichton were right there, kind of fighting over who gets the ball, and it goes incomplete, but we do have a flag. Right at the 40. Going to go on the Highclimbers because the referee is chatting with the. Yep, it's pass interference, Jerry. So that should give. It should be pretty close to giving them first down. Should put it up to about the 37, I would think. 36. That was close.
Yeah.
15-yard penalty. 1st and 10 now for Stadium on their own 36. Minute 21 to go in the game. Marks will go out of the gun. Back to pass he goes. He's looking. He'll dump it off. Oh, incomplete. Intended target was number 21. That's, sorry, can't find him. James. Incomplete it goes. I think he saw Zach Speaks coming at him full speed and didn't want to take that hit. So 2nd and 10 from the 36 now for the Tigers. 1:17 to go in the game. They're leading at 37-8. Out of the gun. And a little toss. Here's James. James, nowhere to go there. And a loss of 4. Back to 32 is where they'll spot it. Clock is running. We're under a minute. It's 3rd down and 14 from the 33. Approaching 40 seconds now. Marks out of the gun. Back to pass it goes. Dump it off. It's complete with a screen in the middle. And caught by number 44. Sam Walter on the reception. Gets it up to the 38. And that'll be 4th down. And we're down to 10 seconds. I don't know if we'll even need to get a play off here.
Yeah.
We'll see what they do here.
It's going to take a knee. Or
gets a play off, hand it off. And Walter will not get anything, get back to the line of scrimmage, but that goes the ball game. So the ball game is over. 37-8 is the final score.
Yeah. Zach Speaks on the tackle.
Yeah, we'll take a timeout. We'll be back, and we'll wrap this thing up. Final again, Stadium 37, Shelton 8. We'll be back.
Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is the only source for live high school sports broadcasts in Mason County. Join us every week this school year for another exciting game. If you want to be part of future broadcasts, contact Mason Web TV right now and become a community broadcast partner. Join the likes of Hood Canal Communications, our community credit union, and Mason General Hospital and family of clinics in supporting student athletes. A simple phone call, text, or email can put you in the next broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Hey sports fans, do you want to know when and where your favorite teams in the South Sound Conference are playing, who won the game last night, and what the current standings are? Well, it's easy to find out on sscathletics.org. The information is entered by athletic directors and coaches, so you know it's accurate and up to date, making sscathletics.org the place to view official schedules, scores, standings, photos for all the schools and all the sports in the South Sound Conference. Check out sscathletics.org, the official website of the South Sound Conference.
A healthcare provider is just a phone call or website visit away, thanks to a new service from Mason General Hospital and family of clinics called My Mason Virtual Care. Now you can talk with a board-certified healthcare provider from your home or office 24/7 for many common ailments, such as flu, pink eye, cold, or rash. Virtual care is private and secure, and a fee of only $35 for a 20-minute visit lets you avoid long wait times and limits your risk of exposure to others. No appointment needed. For more information and a complete list of illnesses cared for, go online to mymasonvirtualcare.com.
Mason General Hospital and family of clinics. Equal opportunity provider. Translation services provided.
Well, it's a final here at Stadium Bowl. Wrapping up the 2019 high school football season with the Stadium Tigers knocking off the Shelton Highclimbers. Final score of 37-8. Statistically, Jerry?
Well, let's start with Stadium. Stadium had 17 first downs. They had 168 yards on the ground. They had 289 yards in the air. Combining the two quarterbacks, number 14 and number 15, they were 28 for 42. Number 14, the starting quarterback, was 27 for 39, and number 15 was 1 for 3. So if you add up the 289 yards in the air and the 168 yards in the ground, you're looking at a total of 457 yards for Stadium. Wow. Yeah, that's wow. Amazing. Wow. There's the last three quarters were completely dominated by the Stadium. Although there was a bright spot there, Charlie Hurt caught a 36-yard pass, and then Zach Jonker on a nice fake.
2 points.
Giving it 2 points. Made it. So that's how they got their 8 points.
Right.
Stadium cut back on their number of penalties in the second half, but they still had 97 yards, which is not good.
Especially in the first quarter when we thought they were on pace for over 200. But,
I know. Yeah.
But I'm glad they cleaned it up.
Yeah. And the Highclimbers had 10 first downs. They had 142 in the air and 49 on the ground. They would have had a few more yards on the ground, could have possibly had up to about 65, 70, but there were several big losses caused by Stadium. So the total, if you add the 142 yards in the air and the 49 yards on the ground, you've got 191 yards total. Your workhorse tonight was number 20.
Gavin Gould.
Yeah, Gavin. And he did a pretty good job. You know, he looking at the statistics, he carried it for about 5 yards each time he carried the ball.
Yeah.
So, you know, he did okay. Overall, he was definitely the workhorse for the Highclimbers on the ground. In the air, we had some bright spots. Number 18, Zach Jonker, caught a pass for 35, another for 20, and another for 3. And that adds up to 58 yards in the air. Charlie Hurd caught 4 passes, one for yard, one for 28, one for 5, and that last one, he caught it for 36, which counted for a touchdown.
Right.
And Josiah Oles had a catch for 5, and number 20 caught one for 8. So you look at the total, 191 yards for the Highclimbers on the ground and in the air, 10 first downs, and Stadium, of course, they dominated from the second quarter on, and so that was, they had a total, I hate to say it, 457 yards.
457 yards.
Yeah.
Hard to overcome 400 yards.
But you know what? There's a
yards.
couple bright spots too, and I look at, you know, next year, we're going to have our quarterback back. We're going to have our 2 running backs back. We're going to have a tough time, I think, replacing our 2 ends, Zach and Charlie. I mean, they did really well tonight and have been the favorite receivers for Lopez. But, got to get in the weight room. Got to play a lot of 7-on-7. Got to go to a lot of camps, a lot of dedication. But they can do it. I see a possibility of the Highclimbers playing a little better next year.
Well, I hope you're right, Jerry. And that's everything.
It is. And
okay.
You know what? I got to say this. It's been a pleasure working with you. You really, it's just a pleasure working with you. You're very professional. You do an amazing job. You know, it's amazing when somebody calls you from Mount Vernon and says, would you announce our football game? That right there tells you something that, hey, the word's getting out that you're a very good announcer.
There's a little more to it than that, but
I know.
We'll talk about that offline, and within people don't know that I'm going to do some freelance work tomorrow, but we won't get into details about that.
Good job. Good job this year.
Check my Facebook page, and I'll tell you all about it. Anyways, that'll do it for us here for the 2019 high school football season as the Stadium Tigers knock off the Shelton Highclimbers. Final score 37-8. I want to thank Jerry for his help tonight and all season long, as well as Eric Raywald and Jeannie Raywald for their help. It's too bad Eric couldn't make it.
Well, it's really tough tonight. You know, he's had some issues with health, and it's hard. This is a tough stadium to get around.
Tough. Yeah. I'm luckily I got the inside track, and I'm parked about 15 yards over here, and I don't have to go all the way up the steps. So that's a good thing, and they're probably going to kick us out here very shortly. Let's see here. What else do we have here? I think that's about it. I want to also thank everybody for tuning in and staying with us throughout the season. In December, Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, we'll turn our attention to basketball, with more than 20 games on the broadcast schedule, including a girls and boys doubleheader with between Shelton and North Mason on December 6th. And Derek Pringle's return to Shelton as a visiting coach on January 3rd. Our first broadcast from the hardwood is December 4th when the Shelton boys host Mount Tahoma.
Look forward to working with you.
And we'll have all the action for you right here on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, and we'll continue to add our additional streams on Facebook Live and as well as YouTube. So thanks, everyone. Final again tonight, Stadium 37, Shelton 8.
This broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, was made possible by Mason General Hospital and Family of Clinics, United Community, Empowered People, Exceptional Health. Our Community Credit Union, community is in our name and in the work we do every day. And Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected.
Thanks for watching Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.